ازم زیاد نشو دور، دوتایی دیدیم ما تش و زود، برسامو کردم کش و پول. نه ببین بیبی زیاد ازم نشو دور، چون ما به هم دیگه قول دادیم، رد نخوناتم مونده شده پر بادیم، کلی منو دور دادی دیگه، بسته برام انقدر نکن رول بازی. به میگفتی تنم فقط برا خودته، آخه من بگو رفتم به بگو تو چته، رو هم شناور زیر چشا کودته، وقتی که تو رفتی تو 7 اپم پرومته. این پسر همه خورده واسه همین الان مرده، بغل دستم برام نمیشه تکراری، آخه دنیا شوپن برده. ازت میگیرم حس بهتر، پایینو نگاه نکن سیف بپر، هرچی میگم میخوره هی بهت بر، من بودم دیو تو مثل دلبر. دختر کلی فریبم دادی، همه چشات میباره شبیه ابرایی، یه وقت بدون من نری هر جایی، بغلم اقیانوس تو هم پری دریایی.
صدای بی صدا مثل یه کوه بلند، مثل یه خواب کوتاه، یه مرد بود شب با تابوت سیاه، نشست توی چشماش خاموش شد، ستاره افتاد روی خواب.
کسی منو درک نکرد مثل نمیام بیرون هر شب از فکرت، میزنم رود تا صبح قفلی، آخه دختر صورتت منظرش بکره، فکر نمیکردم یه رو جلوم واسی، قلبم فلزی کروم هارتزی، سرت شدم روانی، من قرص اعصاب میخورم تو اورژانسی، به همه چی بدبینم پارانویا، قول دادی باشی با هم لویال، کلی ساختیم ماها رویا، ولی حیف نشد یا لندن یا اونی نبودم که دل شکوند، تو این رابطه جایی نی بشموند، هر جایی میرم کلی چشرون، ولی هنو دور مچم کشمود، حرفات بود مثل چاقون و تیز، حال میده باتروم و چیز، خودتو محدود نکن، تو یه ماهی آزادی جات تو تون نیست، دختر شده بیگت MVP، کلی داف میاد تینیجر پیویم، دیتمون وان نایت بود ولی یهو دیدیم تو ریلیشنشیپیم.
کاش مال من بودی، کاش که فقط بودیم دوتا آدم معمولی، ولی انگار فرق داشتیم، این 2 سال بی تو بودش مثل سربازی، تو را من کلی بدبی بود، خواستم جاتو پر کنه اصلا هرکی بود، از دور خوشگلا از تو منفی بود، گشنم می نخوردم منی چی از دیروز، شدی یادم چطور بی جنبه، برنامه هاتم رله میشن، همون پسر قد بلنده، همه چیو که نمیشه بنویسم، دورت پر چت بود، رفتم توی بک‌گراند، با غریبه برنامه میکردی تو شب دوست، تو بودم هست چون رابطه اون فرق داشت، بخواهشم لجبازی همون دادش.
نمیخوام انقدر بزنیم همو، بسپاری فقط بزنی غمو، زندگی باشه به سلیقتو، دوستم داری اینه یه حقیقتو، نمیخوام انقدر بزنیم همو، بسپاریم فقط که بزنی غمو، یه رو بیا بشم که غریبتو، باد بودن نمیدم یه دقیقه.
هیچکی مثل من نمیتونه کنه درک داره، هیچکی مثل من نمیکنه تو رو جمع، هیچکی مثل من نیست شب توی تخت، تو نمیتونه گردن تو بکنه زخم، هیچکی مثل من نمیتونه کنه درک داره، هیچکی مثل من نمیکنه تو رو جمع، هیچکی مثل من ندیدت توی الکل، نمیدونه قلبت سیه تر شبه.
واقعی میگی برو از پیشم، نکن این گلو از ریشش، بگی نکردی کار بد دیشب، هنو کسخل داره من میشم، 30 جلسن اصل 5 تو، بیا بهت بدم نقش گنج تو، هر کی دیده بس که مست تو، میخوادت بچه بسش کن، مانیم از اون واقعیاش، اینجوری عشقمون بازدهی داشت، هر کی دکتر نما بود باکتری داشت، همه مصنوعی احمق لاکچری فاش، توی دختر با مزم، مگه سیل بیا جدا بشی ما از هم، تو این قمار یه بازندم شده، هستی من بره هستش بازم کم، نمیخوام انقدر بزنیم همو، بسپاری فقط بزنی غمو، زندگی باشه به سلیقتو، دوستم داری اینه یه حقیقتو، نمیخوام انقدر بزنیم همو، بسپاریم فقط که بزنی غمو، یه رو بیا بشم که غریبتو، باد بودن نمیدم یه دقیقه.
هیچکی مثل من نمیتونه کنه درک داره، هیچکی مثل من نمیکنه تو رو جمع، هیچکی مثل من نیست شب توی تخت، تو نمیتونه گردن تو بکنه زخم، هیچکی مثل من
هیچ وقت نفهمیدم چه شد آخر، بکن آدمی که نوشتم این شعر رو واسش یه دل داده بوده که دل یه دل رو بکن. من تازه داشتم باد میکردم عشق و باور، گفتم بهم بده خدا صبر که داد بمونم. این یه کار عاشقونه است که توش یاد اونم. عشق باش واسه من مثل ساختمونه که نیمه کار موندش هرچی ساخته بودم. همه یه روز یهو میرن چیزی ساختگی نی، اما تو رفتن تنگا بود در رو برنامه ریزی. اشتباه با سیاهی کنار میام با سفیدی، چون جز فراموشی واسم اصلا هیچ آیتمی نی. اونمه که مثل من روانی، که هم عصبی هم عدایی، که هم عاشقشم هم ازش فراری. انگار فقط اون میتونه کنه عصبانی.
نیستم اونی که میدم به تو نشونش، خوش قدر عشق و بدونه یه بار از تو این چشم فکر رو بخونه. من نیستم اونی که بخواد قلبو بشکونه، میکنه فکر به تو مغز پنونش ولی فکر نکن یه لحظه بتونه.
نمیخواستی منو بفهمی اصلا، یا به چرخ یا به چرخیم بابا تمون درخشید، چیزی درست نمیشه با ببخشید. میخوام ولت کنم ولی تو هم دیگه شدی مثل خودم، سری نموندم و دل پرم دیگه، میبینمت روی تلفنم، خاطرات میگاد تا 3-4 بیدار، ولی من که میخواستم پا به پات بیام. دیگه دورم نی جای لاشیا، بالا سرم با نستا و لباسیا، ناخوناتو نخور از شاد با انقدر اش نریز باز بشه اخمات با حیف خاطرات میره سطل آشغال، روم میریزن یه خربار خاک. قید تو زدم رفتم، عین تو منم هستم، گریه کن بغل هستم، فیکه چون تنم یخ زد. قید تو زدم رفتم، عین تو منم هستم، گریه کن بغل هستم، فیکه چون تنم یخ زد. اینا شد روانی نمیزنم تو صبح دماغی، رو حسابم کردی موج سواری، دختر بودی دنبال خود نمایی. منو میخوام اتاره ولی مقصدم بیمارستانه، حالم درست نمیشه دیوونه چلم خونم تیمارستانه. چیزی فلکس بشونی یاد بگی بشه دلت بتونی، این دنیا نامرده دلم تنگ شده برس یه طوری. هنو شب و دلگیره ولی همدمت شرابت میشه، دپرسی عذابت میده، برو زنگ نزن علالت دیگه.
Henix made mix.
ازم زیاد نشو دور، دوتایی دیدیم ما تش و زود، برسامو کردم کش و پول. نه ببین بیبی زیاد ازم نشو دور، چون ما به هم دیگه قول دادیم، رد نخوناتم مونده شده پر بادیم، کلی منو دور دادی دیگه بسته برام انقدر نکن رول بازی. به میگفتی تنم فقط برا خودته، آخه من بگو رفتم به بگو تو چته، رو هم شناور زیر چشا گودته، وقتی که تو رفتی تو 7 اپم پرومته. این پسر همه خورده واسه همین الان مرده، بغل دستم برام نمیشه تکراری، آخه دنیا شوپن برده. ازت میگیرم حس بهتر، پایینو نگاه نکن سیف بپر، هرچی میگم میخوره هی بهت بر. من بودم دیو تو مثل دلبر، دختر کلی فریبم دادی، همه چشات میباره شبیه ابرایی، یه وقت بدون من نری هر جایی، بغلم اقیانوس تو هم پری دریایی.
صدای بی صدا مثل یه کوه بلند، مثل یه خواب کوتاه، یه مرد بود شب با تابوت سیاه، نشست توی چشماش خاموش شد، ستاره افتاد روی خواب.
کسی منو درک نکرد مثل نمیام بیرون هر شب از فکرت، میزنم رود تا صبح قفلی، آخه دختر صورتت منظرش بکره. فکر نمیکردم یه رو جلوم واسی، قلبم فلزی کروم هارسی، سرت شدم روانی، من قرص اعصاب میخورم تو اورژانسی. به همه چی بدبینم پارانویا، قول دادی باشی با هم لویال. کلی ساختیم ماها رویا ولی حیف نشد یا لندن یا اونی نبودم که دل شکوند. تو این رابطه جایی نی بشموند، هر جایی میرم کلی چشرون ولی هنو دور مچم کشمود. حرفات بود مثل چاقو تیز، حال میده با تو مفکیز. خودتو محدود نکن، تو یه ماهی آزاد جا تو تون نیست.
Go fast.
کلی داف میاد تینیجر پیدیم. دیتمون بانای بود ولی یه خودی تو ریلیشنشیپیم.
کاش مال من بودی، کاش که فقط بودیم دو تا آدم معمولی. ولی انگار فرق باشیم، این دو ساله مثل سر باشیم. دارم من کلی بدی بود، خواستم جاتو پر کنه اصلا هرکی بود. از دور خوشگلا تو منفی بود، گشنم نون نخوردم منی چی از دیروز. شدی یادم چطور بی جنبه، برنامه هاتم رله میشن. همون پسر قد بلنده، همه چیو که نمیشه بنویسم. دورت پر چت بود، رفتم توی بک‌گراند. تو غریب برنامه میکردی تو شب تو بودم هست چون رابطه اون فرق داشت. بخارشم لجبازی همون دادش.
نمیخوام انقدر بزنیم همون، بسپاری فقط بزنی غمون. زندگی باشه به سلیقتو، دوستم داری اینه یه حقیقتو. نمیخوام انقدر بزنیم همون، بسپاریم فقط که بزنی غمون. یه رو بیا بشم که غریبتو، باد بودن نمیدم یه دقیقه.
هیچکی مثل من نمیتونه کنه درک داره، هیچکی مثل من نمیکنه تو رو جمع. هیچکی مثل من نیستش حتی توی تخت، تو نمیتونه گردن تو بکنه زخم. هیچکی مثل من نمیتونه کنه درک داره، هیچکی مثل من نمیکنه تو رو جمع. هیچکی مثل من ندیدت توی الکل، نمیدونه قلبت سیه تر شبه.
واقعی میگی برو از پیشم، نکن این گلو از ریشش. بگی نکردی کار بد دیشب، هنو کسخل داره من میشم. 30 اصلا اصل 5 تو، بیا بهت بدم نقش گنج تو. هر کی دیده بس که مست تو، میخوادت بچه بسش کن. مانیم از اون واقعیاش، اینجوری عشقمون بازدهی داشت. هر کی دکتر نما بود باکتری داشت، همه مصنوعی احمق لاکچری فالش. توی دختر با مزم، مگه سیل بیا جدا بشی ما هستم. تو این قماری بازندم شده هستی، من بره هستش بازم کم. نمیخوام انقدر بزنیم همون، بسپاری فقط بزنی غمون. زندگی باشه به سلیقتو، دوستم داری اینه یه حقیقتو. نمیخوام انقدر بزنیم همون، بسپاریم فقط که بزنی غمون. یه رو بیا بشم که غریبتو، باد بودن نمیدم یه دقیقه.
هیچکی مثل من نمیتونه کنه درک داره، هیچکی مثل من نمیکنه تو رو جمع. هیچکی مثل من نیستش حتی توی تخت، تو نمیتونه گردن تو بکنه زخم. هیچکی مثل
من
من
هیچ وقت نفهمیدم چه شد آخر. بکن آدمی که نوشتم این شعر رو واسش، یه دل داده بوده که دل یه دل رو بکن. من تازه داشتم باد میکردم عشق و باور، گفتم بهم بده خدا زب که داد بمونم. این یه کار عاشقونه است که توش یاد اونم. عشق باش واسه من مثل ساختمونه که نیمه کار موندش هرچی ساخته بودم. همه روز یهو میرن چیزی ساختگی نیمون تو رفتن تنگا بود در رو برنامه ریزی. اشتباه روسیایی که نمیام با سفیدی سنجوس براموشی واسه مثلا هیچ جایزه نیم. اونمه که مثل من روانی که هم اصلی احمدایی که هم شب شخص بلش براری فقط اون میتونه کنه هستم.
اونی که میدم به تو نشونش، خوش قدر عشق و بدونه یه بار از تو این چشم فکر رو بخونه. من نیستم اونی که بخواد قلبو بشکونه، میکنه فکر به تو مغز پنونش ولی فکر نکن یه لحظه بتونه.
نمیخواستی منو بفهمی اصلا، یا به چرخ یا به چرخیم. بابا تمون درخشید، چیزی درست نمیشه با ببخشید. میخوام ولت کنم ولی تو هم دیگه شدی مثل خودم. سریع نموندم و دل پرم دیگه، میبینمت روی تلفنم. خاطرات میگاد تا 3-4 بیدار، ولی من که میخواستم پا به پات بیام. دیگه دورم نی جای لاشیا، بالا سرم با نستا و لباسیا. خوناتو نخور از شاد با، انقدر دشت نریز باز بشه اخمات با. حیف خاطرات میره سطل آشغال، روم میریزن یه خرپار خاک. قید تو زدم رفتم، عین تو منم هستم. گریه کن بغل هستم، فیکه چون تنم یخ زد. قید تو زدم رفتم، عین تو منم هستم. گریه کن بغل هستم، فیکه چون تنم یخ زد. اینا شد روانی نمیزنم تو صبح دماغی، رو حسابم کردی موج سواری. دختر بودی دنبال خود نمایی، منو میخوام تاره ولی مقصدم بیمارستانه. حالم دلم درست نمیشه دیوونه چلم خونم تیمارستانه چیزی فلکس بشونی یاد بگی بشه دلت بتونی این دنیا نامرده دلم تنگ شده برس یه طوری هنو شب و دلگیره ولی همدمت شرابت میشه دپرسی عذابت میده برو زنگ نزن علالت دیگه
NX Made Mix.
ازم زیاد نشو دور دوتایی دیدیم ما تش و زور
دود
برسامو کردم
نازم.
نشو پول نه ببین بیبی زیاد ازم
نشد
نشو دور
دور
چون ما به هم دیگه قول دادیم رد نخوناتم مونده شده پر بادیم کلی منو دور دادی دیگه بسته برام انقدر نکن رول بازی به میگفتی تنم فقط برا خودته آخه من بگو رفتم به بگو
تو چته؟
رو هم شناور زیر چشا گودته وقتی که تو رفتی تو 7 اپم
پرومته
این پسر همه خورده واسه همین الان
مرده
بغل دستم برام نمیشه تکراری آخه دنیا شوپن
برده
ازت میگیرم حس بهتر پایینو نگاه نکن سیف بپر هرچی میگم میخوره هی بهت
پر.
من بودم دیف تو مثل
دلبر
دختر کلی فریبم
دادی.
دادی همش چشات میباره شبیه ابرایی
ابرایی
یه وقت بدون من نری هر جایی بغلم اقیانوس تو هم پری
دریایی آیه
مثل یه کوه بلند مثل یه خواب کوتاه یه مرد بود شب با تابوت سیاه نشست توی چشماش خاموش شد ستاره افتاد روی خواب
کسی منو درک نکرد
مثلت.
نمیام بیرون هر شب از
فکرت.
میزنم بود تا صبح قفلی آخه دختر صورتت منظرش بکره فکر نمی‌کردم یه رو جلوم واسی قلبم
برزی کرومارسی
سرت شدم روانی من قرص اعصاب میخورم تو
اورژانسی.
همه چی بدبینم
پارانویا.
قول دادی باشی با هم
لویال.
کلی ساختیم ماها رویا ولی حیف نشد
یالان دنیا
مونی نبودم که دل
شکوند.
تو این رابطه جایی نی بشه
شموند
هر جایی میرم کلی
چش روم.
ولی هنو دور مچم
که شموت
حرفات بود مثل چاقون و
تیز
حال میده بات رو مفچی
پیس
خودتو محدود نکن تو یه ماهی آزادی جات تو تون نیست دختر شده بیگت
BP.
کلی داف میاد تینیجر
در پی بیم
دیتمون وان نایت بود ولی یهو دیدیم تو ریلیشنشیپیم
کاش مال من بودی کاش که فقط بودیم دوتا آدم معمولی ولی انگار فرق داشتیم این 2 سال بیته بودش مثل سربازی دورم الکل و کلی بدی بود خواستم جاتو پر کنه اصلا هرکی بود از دور خوشگل و از تو منفی بود گشنم می نخوردم من چی از دیروز شدی یادم چطور بی جنبه برنامه هاتم رله میشن همون پسر قد
بلنده.
همه چیو که نمیشه بنویسم دورت پر چت بود رفتم توی بک‌ها با غریب برنامه میکردی تو شب تو بودم هست چون رابطه اون فرق داشت خواهشم لجبازی همون
دادش کار دست
فقط بزنیم همو بسپاری فقط بزنی غمو
همو
زندگی باشه به صدیقت
و تو دوستم داری اینه حقیقتو نمیخوام انقدر
بزنیم همو بسپاریم فقط که بزنی غمو
همو
یه رو بیا بشم که غریبتو باد بودن نمیدم
یه دقیقش
مثل من نمیتونه کنه درک داره
هیچی مثل من جمع هیچی مثل من گردن تو بکنه زخم
هیچکی مثل من نمیتونه کنه درک داره هیچکی مثل من نمیکنه تو رو جمع هیچکی مثل من ندیدت توی الکل نمیدونه قلبت سیه تر شبه
واقعی میگی برو از
پیشم
نکن این گلو از
ریشش
بگی نکردی کار بد دیشب هنو کسخوله داره من
میشم
30 جلسن اصل 5 تو بیا بهت بدم نقش گنج تو هر کی دیده بس که مست تو
میخوادت بچه بستش کن
مانیم از اون واقعیاش اینجوری عشقمون بازدهی داشت هر کی دکتر نما بود باکتری داشت همه مصنوعی احمق لاکچری فالش توی دختر با مزم مگه سیل بیا جدا بشی ما هستم تو این قماری بازندم شده هستی من بره هستش بازم کم نمیخوام انقدر بزنیم
اما
بسپاری فقط بزنی
اما
زندگی باشه به سلیقت
غتو دوستم داری اینه یه حقیقتو
نمیخوام انقدر بزنیم همون بسپاریم فقط که بزنی غمو یه رو بیا بشم که غریبتو باد بودن نمیدم یه دقیقه
هیچکی مثل من نمیتونه کنه درک تو رو، هیچکی مثل من نمیکنه تو رو جمع، هیچکی مثل من نیستش حتی توی تخت، تو نمیتونه گردن تو بکنه زخم، هیچکی مثل
من هیچ وقت نفهمیدم چه شد آخر. بکن آدمی که نوشتم این شعر رو واسش یه دل داده بوده که
دل دل رو واکند.
من تازه داشتم باد میکردم عشق و
باور
گفتم بهم بده خدا زب که داد بمونم. این یه کار عاشقونه است که توش یاد اونم. عشق باش واسه من مثل ساختمونه که نیمه کار موندش هرچی ساخته
داشتن
بودم. همه یه روز یهو میرن چیزی ساختگی نی، اما تو رفتن تنگا بود در رو برنامه ریزی. اشتباه با سیاهی کنار میام با سفیدی، چون جز فراموشی واسم اصلا هیچ آیتمی نی. اونم یکی مثل من روانی که هم عصبی هم ادایی، که هم عاشقشم هم ازش فراری. انگار فقط اون میتونه کنه عصبانی.
نیستم اونی که میدم به تو نشونش، خوش قدر عشق و بدون یه بار از تو این چشم فکر رو بخونه. من نیستم اونی که بخواد قلبو بشکونه، میکنه فکر به تو مغز پنونش ولی فکر نکن یه لحظه بتونه.
نمیخواستی منو بفهمی اصلا، یا به چرخ یا به چرخیم
یا چقیم
بابا تمون درخشید، چیزی درست نمیشه با ببخشید. میخوام ولت کنم ولی تو هم دیگه شدی مثل خودم، سریع نموندم و دل پرم دیگه، میبینمت روی تلفنم خاطرات میگاد تا 3-4
بیدار.
ولی من که میخواستم پا به پات بیام دیگه، دورم نی جای لاشیا، بالا سرم با نستا و لباسیا، خوناتو نخور از شاد با انقدر دشت نریز باز بشه اخمات با حیف خاطرات میره سطل آشغال، روم میریزن یه خرد بار خاک. قید تو زدم رفتم عین تو منم هستم، گریه کن بغل هستم فیکه چون تنم یخ زد. قید تو زدم رفتم عین تو منم هستم، گریه کن بغل هستم فیکه چون تنم یخ زد. اینا شد روانی نمیزنم تو صبح دماغی، رو حسابم کردی موج سواری، دختر بودی دنبال خود نمایی. منو میخوام اتاره ولی مقصدم بیمارستانه، حالم درست نمیشه دیوونه چلم خونم تیمارستانه. چیزی فلکس بشونی یاد بگی بشه دلت بتونی، این دنیا نامرده دلم تنگ شده برس یه طوری، هنو شب و دلگیره ولی همدمت شرابت میشه، دپرسی عذابت میده برو زنگ نزن علالت دیگه.
Henix made mix.
Hey, in case nobody's asked you this today, are you okay?
Remix by DJ
روزم اینجوری نبود.
اون اصلا شبی من نبود به فکرم چیت، فقط یه جست در پیت و یه حس کم فیت. اون اصلا شبی من نبود به فکرم جات، فقط یه جنتلمن لات، نما بود و یه فیک سر پا. به چی رفتی؟ به شلوار گشاد بوی درد یا یه جوای رو شام، بگو با چی شده شبای تو شاد که تموم شده یه هوی قرای تو بام. به چی رفتی پک بیسه یا خام، عادت چیه بگو هیزه یا کام، به چی فکر میکنی الکل و اتام، بگو الان
از اون بعد خلو چتام
رفتی با یه
اسکل زیقی
ولی خوب میدونی که اسکل منی، هنوزم میکنی غسل
تو بکنی
تبدیل شدی به یه بکسال قوی ها، میزنی میری یه
آبم روش
یه جوری که میمونه آدم توش، اما یه روز جلو آینه وای میستی داد میزنی که بالم کوش، داد میزنی که بالم کوش.
هولی واو
کم حرفتر از همیشه خوش غریبه خودم و بقیه
هولی واو
حتی وقتی نفسم میره عقیه حوصله کار خاصی هرکی هرچی میگه میگم باشه راست میگی همه چی رفته تو فاز حالی بیبی شده جنس همه رفیق و پلاستیکی همه خوب میدونن تو اون چه خبره میدونن حق با ولی میگن حق داری یه دم خجالتی هم یه دم روک میشم به خودم علکی هر شب قول میدم روم بی اثر هر قرصی هست عدو قطبی رد شدم 100 قطبیم میرم میشم از همه دور تا میتونم میخوام فقط خودم رو یه جور خالی کنم هر جا مطمئنم تنها هم اونجا میمونم نه با الکل خوبم نه با جوینت ها میزونم تا یادم حالمون اینه عمر خوشیام تو تاسه بخاره رو شیشه بعضی وقتا واسه آرزو دیره تا حالا شده به گاهی روتینت هی اگه دیدی یه رو غیبم زده نگی این آدم ول معطل راستش خیلی کارا به فکرم زده ولی بهتر از همه دل کندم
من فقط من که بری گفتم صدفم مروارید تو تنها مونده قبل این که بری الان پیشه اون کنده تنام
Remember, dancing makes you invulnerable.
این شد یه چیزی بالاخره بعد این همه مدت یه مد زدن و الان عاشقش شدم
Incantation of incineration. Avowedly. The bliss of comprehension. Spirit volcano, known only to me. Over yon. Well away.
Whatever they brought, it won't be enough. Double kill. Never trust a wizard. Killing spree. Hat trick.
آخرش خوشه یا که همه میگن بدیم تو هم باورت شده این همه هوا داره هوا ما رو داره یا که تنهایی تا نفس آخرت پره
Dominating.
Your top tower's in trouble.
Mega kill. Double kill.
Your top tower's under attack.
Unstoppable! Hat trick. Wicked Sandra kill.
چیزی نگو چشات همه چی رو گفتن
زن
بهشون مگه میشه گفت
نه
بود میکنه گردن تو کی جز من رد به ناخونات رو تنه کی میفتن دراگ لبات تو هیچ پارتی نیست دارم از بین میگم
کاش میدیدیم
بیژن میزدیم و مشتی دیدی اینقدر خوب بود انگاه داشتیم خواب میدیدیم خاطره داره با ما کلی شهر میرم تو فکر اون سالا گم میشم باشی جفت شیشم نباشی کت میشم اونی که هر دست تو این بازی بردیشم چرا مست کنی یادت بره شبشو کلن مگه من مردم تکس بدی هرچی قرص بود همشو خوردم مگه من مردم من چشه دشت بیاد هر کاری کردم من دل در بیاد بگو مگه من مردم میخوام مثل من بیاد مثل شب بیدارم اون چطور دردی داره
DJ need my set.
مگه من مردم
زهر دستت شکرانه بریز با هم بریم بالا ببین اگه نخوردم میرم سلامتی بودن تو که روحمی برمیدارم روحم تو رو سیر نمیشم منم اون تن تو حتی اگه دنیا در حال سوختن جلو حرفاتو میخونم خم ابروات یه دستم رو فرمون یه دست من رو پاتم عاشق تو هم هرچی ممنوعه عاشق وقتی که باد رد چم موهات هستی بالا نیستی فست و پایین مثل اکس و مالی میدی بهم خماری توی سینت که دل تو داری میگی امانت تا ابد بهم تو دادیش میرسی شروع میشه مومنتوم با من هیچ موقع نمیمونی سوبر تو پاها دور من هست من دور تو لبات سرختر آسمون تورنتو من به تو فقط دارم اعتماد نه به این آدمای حزب باد من آتیشم ولی تو از جنس آب من با تو بریم تو دل خاک
Good God, what's wrong with me? After all, what am I missing? Why this emptiness? This nostalgia? What is this anxiety? As if I only loved something. Radiant's fortified their buildings. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is in trouble. Radiant's bottom tower isn't looking so great.
Radiant's bottom tower is in trouble. Dire's middle tower is in trouble.
چقدر بعد اسپل میزنه این واکر. عکس پاش رفت خنده. چه
Dire's bottom tower isn't looking so great.
نیست. What the fuck. Yeah.
Radiant's middle tower isn't looking so great. Dire's top tower is under attack.
I'll take that.
Radiant's courier just got put down.
سر پور بودیم کشتیش دیگه.
Dire's top tower is in trouble.
چجوری شما تو رنگ عدد دار بازی میکنین هیچی به تو نمیگم. فوش خار مادر باید بکشن شما رو. اسخولن آجی این روسا فقط با خودشون کار نرن. ما یه اشتباه تو رنگ پایین بکنیم یارو پرمون میده. پرا او تکیز روبروش آنیوژواله. پشمام اینجا فرستادم. داشتی برو جنگل پر کنده دنبالت رکانده پر میکن. اصلا من نمیدونم خدایا اینا این واکر بازی میکنن صبح تا شب هم میبیننشون. ما بازی میکنیم 300 مدل حرکت سمی میزنیم به خدا. این خیار میکشن اینا رو. این خیار بچ 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 بچ.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
My reach exceeds my grasp.
Rot starts at the head.
بالاخره تیپه کردن.
Radiant's middle tower is in trouble. Radiant's middle tower is gone.
نه خب اون مال مینه 5-6 بود این اتفاق انجام میشد یارو الان دیگه نمیره. عالی. این واکر ریپورت داباینا ریپورت نه.
Invisibility!
Estoy muy accende! چقدر سگ و نوبی تو!
Dominating. Double kill. Killing spree.
Radiant's courier is down, boss.
اینوکر نی ناموسن، چه خدا چه چیزایی رو میده به این آدما. چی هست؟
Mega kill. Ludicrous
Radiant's
kill.
top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is in trouble.
بذارم.
Get out there and win this thing. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's lost their bottom tower. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Dominating. Ludicrous kill.
Radiant's bottom tower isn't looking so great.
یار دیوانه اینوکره.
Radiant's top tower is in
Mega kill.
I guess size ain't everything, huh?
اینجوری وقتی میکشه اگزینا رو میگه فکر نکنم سایت همه چی باشه. ها
tower is in trouble. Radiant's lost their top tower.
Unstoppable.
You okay? I
You
won't
okay?
forget this.
I won't forget this. دوست دارم این کارو. ای خدا شد. که موزیک موسیقی خبر مودو وا کنم اینم موزیکش باز. فترت هم حال میده بذار فترت کن. او سنجا میگه فترت not downloaded. سری دانلود نشه نمیده بهت فایلو. ای خدایا. آخه اینقدر دوست دارم Raise your hand. لا 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 لا. Sound. Lord, see, we waiting so long. He died and la 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 la. دم در بیام.
guess it's just not your day.
Ooh, that was crispy.
اینو دوست دارم.
Where'd he go? You can't say that.
یک دیگه هم بود، یه زنه دیگه بود امروز صبح گذاشت. این همینه دیگه، تر بود. آره دیگه این دیگه.
Oh, I guess it's just not your day. Going somewhere?
کفسه چه مرداه تو این
Going somewhere?
یک کم. اگه خب اگه میخوایم بگیریم نظر من ایفی اصلا بهتر.
Why?
Can I... Sorry, my monitor was off.
F9. Work.
That's what they call a skill shot.
And there it is.
I sent 6, 6, 7, 6, 7.
فقط ایفی تمام.
Oh no. Are you okay? No.
Yeah.
Oh no. Are you okay? No.
کرانه.
I'm a little goblin.
Nice.
Dora, choo.
این پسر اکانتو خرید ازمون، فقط این چنترس بازی میکنه با سیکی. کسکش 40 مدل هیرو کشیدیم اومدیم تا اینجا. البته این وکر چیکار ندارم. 500 اکانت 2023 تحویلت دادیم. بش 2000 مدل هیرو کشیدیم ها. همه من نمیفهمم. خب تو مطمئن باش با اینا میای پایین بدن اینا رو میزنن، کاری نداره واسه اینا رو میزنن. اصلا یه دره که واسه این چند ترس اون یکی هم که یه یویی تو بازی باشه قبرشو میکنه. بایده بی Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Alright, man. It's cute.
Your ban. 5 seconds remaining. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds, boss.
با پیکش گاهید بازی رو که
Axe here. Axe goes. Forward.
You got this.
To the enemy. Good day to fight.
30 seconds to battle.
Very cool.
Cut and run.
I've got goosebumps.
Enemies need killing.
Stick to the plan.
Wet my blade. Prove yourself. Into war's teeth.
First blood.
Go.
And it's already icing over.
Axe runs. Axe to battle. Rest is for the dead. Fight if you can. Rest is for the dead. Axe defies you. To battle.
Fins off.
خارت گاییدم.
A slice of the action. Yeah.
It's not that funny.
Axe trades in death. Axe is a cutter bomb. Axe, axe. Taste my blade. Axe goes. Axe is under attack. Attack. Show your worth. Cut and run.
Clicking burada.
Brings the axe. Axe charges.
Protect your middle tower.
Forward.
Mine.
Your middle tower's under attack.
To the enemy. Show your worth. Into war's teeth. Axe run. Axe throws. Axe attacks. Fight if you can. Enemies need killing. To
Here comes the axe. Axe brings the axe. Axe trades in death. Prove yourself. Axe charges. Axe runs. Fight if you can. Axe is not ready. Rest is for the dead. This ends you. Here comes the axe. Axe says thank you.
Evet.
Axe attack. Prove yourself. Wet my blade. Forward. Show your worth. Axe is under attack. Axe is not axe. Good day to fight. Axe goes. Cut and run. Rest is for the dead. Denied. To battle. Show your worth. Axe goes. It is not yet time. Enemies need killing. Attack! To the enemy! Your middle tower's in trouble. Denied. Cut and run! Not yet. Forward. Bottom is missing, according to Axe. Axe runs. Bottom is missing, according to Axe. Axe charges. Axe is not ready. Protect your top tower. Good day to fight. Your top tower is under attack.
Killing spree.
My friend, why you didn't get me? You're horrible.
Into war's teeth.
Double kill.
It is not yet time. Your bottom tower is under attack. Axe is not ready. To the enemy. Fight. Not yet. Axe is under attack. Not here. A hero dies.
لایف بزنم بره مادرتان گاییدشه. خار کسا. زن کسا های جنده. کیریا رو 30 بار گفتم من سه نیستم.
Axe runs. Axe is promoted. Taste my blade. A slice of the action. Axe is not ready. Taste my blade. Axe goes.
Killing spree.
It is not yet time. Haste! Cut and run!
Killing spree.
Not yet. Good day to fight. Forward. Enemies need killing. To battle. Your top tower's in trouble. Rest is for the dead.
Your top tower's under attack.
A slice of the action. Perfect location. Soldier of fortune. Good day to fight. Axe is not ready. Show your work. Here comes the axe.
The enemy's middle tower just got destroyed.
Prove yourself. Axe go. Axe is not ready. Not so fast. Rest is for the dead. It is not yet time. Axe trades in death. Forward.
گمشا.
Your bottom tower's in trouble. Radiant buildings are fortified.
Killing.
بعدم
Killing spree.
You lost your bottom tower.
Axe charges. Axe runs. Axe brings the axe. To the enemy. To battle. Cut and run. Good day to fight. Axe is not ready. Enemies need killing. Get badly. Die worse. To battle. Cut and run! It is not yet time. To the enemy!
Killing spree.
Axe runs! Rest is for the dead. Point of the realm.
پکت خوارم گایده.
Axe go. Forward. Not yet. Axe charges.
Protect your bottom
Into
tower.
war's teeth.
مادر جنده خوشم.
Your bottom tower's in trouble.
Axe is not ready. Axe charges. Not yet. Axe dies.
Double kill.
کن بیای و بازی کن پیک نزن ناموسن حرامی.
From the red mist, Axe returns.
Refuse gold given.
Killing spree.
To battle.
Gunfighting's tough.
Into war's teeth. Axe goes.
Your bottom tower's under attack.
It's your coin. Good day to fight. Axe runs.
Killing spree.
Enemies need fight if you can.
Dominating. Double kill.
Cut and run. It's not ready.
Your middle tower's in trouble.
Dominating.
Your middle tower can't help you anymore.
Rest is
The enemy's bottom tower is gone.
to the enemy. It is not yet time. Cut and run.
Your middle tower's under attack.
چیکار بود؟
Good day to fight. Axe goes. Axe charges. To battle.
یه فارم کنین و نمیاد.
Enemies need
Okay,
killing. Into war's teeth.
We need to burst.
Double damage.
It is not. Fight if you can. Axe runs.
دیگه لگ ایرانه دیگه چیکارش کنم.
Rest is for the dead. Axe rises in rank. Forward. To the enemy. To battle. Axe is not ready. Come and prove yourself. What my blade.
Mega kill. Ludicrous kill.
Your top
Cut
tower's
and
in
run.
trouble.
Rest is for the dead. Come to axe. Attack. Good day to fight. Axe, axe. Axe runs. Axe charges. To the enemy. Into war's teeth. Forward. Enemies need killing. Not yet. It is not yet time. Axe goes. Illusion. To battle. Axe takes off. Axe goes.
Unstoppable.
You will make a nice snowy.
A slice of the action.
Wicked sick. Double kill.
Into war. Axe is under attack.
منو دیدا.
Protect your top
To the
tower.
enemy. Axe is not ready. Axe charges. Not yet. Rest is for the dead.
The enemy's middle tower has given up on
It
life.
is not yet time. Forward. Not yet. Show your worth.
Ludicrous kill.
Good day. I said good day, sir. It is not yet time. Enemies need killing. Ah, scepter. Axe rises in rank. To the enemy. It is not yet time. Here comes the axe. Gold Kustiv. Cut and run.
Oh, you
Mega
didn't
kill.
get me.
Axe traded. Axe is not ready. Fight if you can. Axe run. Jungle. Prove yourself.
Ludicrous kill.
Nice kill stuff. Nice body block.
The enemy's top tower just got destroyed.
To battle. It is not yet time. Enemies need killing. Axe is not ready. Axe hacks. Axe goes.
Play objective. Tormentor or
Good day
Roshan.
to fight. Into war's teeth. Rest is for the dead.
چیه از کلک مدی در میاد؟ من نمیدونم علامت سواله چیه؟ این تانتشه؟ نمیدونم چیه سر کله مدی در میاد.
Into war's teeth. Not yet. Fight if you
Unstoppable.
Axe takes your coin. Axe goes. To the enemy.
Monster kill. Ludicrous kill.
Rest is for the dead.
Radiant's fortified their
Axe
buildings.
is under attack. Cut and run.
The enemy's middle tower is gone.
Forward. Enemies need
The enemy's
killing.
middle racks are down. Now we know who's MVP.
Axe runs.
The enemy's middle racks just got nuked.
Axe charges. Good day to fight. Axe run. Prove yourself.
Roshan's
the
down.
enemy.
Dyer's killed.
Good day to fight. Show your worth. Into war's teeth. Come to fight if you can. To battle. Prove yourself. Wet my blade. Not yet.
Killing spree.
Oh, you don't choose. Relocate, please.
Axe charges.
زنم گایدی داداش.
It is not yet time.
Wicked. Ludicrous kill.
The enemy's top tower is
Godlike.
Fight if you can. Assault Kirax. Enemies need to show your worth. Get some.
Dominating.
Escaping axe.
I've got good
Forward.
now.
Axe is not ready. Prove yourself.
the enemy's middle tower is gone.
Monster kill.
Not yet. Prove yourself. Axe charges.
Shoot, go for it. احمد
The enemy's middle tower has given up on life. Temporary invulnerability, radiant side.
Into wars.
Dyer's fortified their buildings.
Fight if you can.
Holy shit!
To the enemy.
Holy shit! Double kill.
Nice guys, good luck next.
I didn't see that.
Acts like this very much.
کم دمیج دادم.
I have seen 1,000 versions. The fool. How appropriate. A new beginning is a sign.
وای تو رو خدا کندی بده این چه
Beginnings are a
کسه.
sign you
کندی بده دادش در عذابم. یه پیچ کم میشه. خیلی ذهن مخ میخواد اینو در آوردن. خدایی ولش کن.
a coin.
Dyer's middle tower is in trouble.
Kim نداره. امکان نره. کلا این ستش دستش اینجوریه.
First blood.
First blood. This one's gonna be a scorcher. Denied.
اون اصلا این سته شبیه همن.
The Radiant have bought their buildings a little more time.
آره این آتیش دستاش اصلا فرق داره. یعنی این آتیش دستات جمم داره. این جمم رو بذار. واه کوریرش رو چی فلیمه کوریرش. سه تا جمع روانی اصیل داره رو کارش.
Dyer's middle tower isn't looking so great.
Killing spree. Double kill.
Wind chill factor minus hero. Regeneration!
های بذاریم هایزنبرگ. چرا بیسته که
Radiant's middle tower isn't looking so great.
Flash of inspiration.
Hey, in case nobody's asked you this today, are you okay?
Remix by DJ
اون اصلا شبی من نبود به فکرم چیت، فقط یه جست در پیت و یه حس کم فیت. اون اصلا شبی من نبود به فکرم جات، فقط یه جنتلمن لات، نما بود و یه فیک سر پا. به چی رفتی؟ به شلوار گشاد، بوی درد یا یه جوای رو شام، بگو با چی شده شبای تو شاد که تموم شده یه هوی قرای تو بام. به چی رفتی پکه بیسه یا خام، عادت چیه بگو هیزه یا کام، به چی فکر میکنی الکل و اتان، بگو الان از اون بد خلو چتان. رفتی با یه اسکل ولی خوب میدونی که اسکل منی، هنوزم میکنی غسل و بکنی ولی تبدیل شدی به یه بکسور قوی ها. میزنی میری یه آبم روش، یه جوری که میمونه آدم توش، اما یه روز جلو آینه وای میستی داد میزنی که بالم کوش داد میزنی که بالم کوش
ممکنه بگو بری یا خودت نبری یا الانم دولی بره جورت دوری یا
کم حرفتر از همیشه رفت خوش غریبه با خودم و بقیه هرکی بره واسم مهم نیست بیاد دوباره حتی وقتی نفسم میره عقیه مثل کار خاصی هرکی هرچی میگه میگم باشه راست میگی همه چی رفته تو فاز حال گیری شده جنس همه رفیق و پلاستیکی همه خوب میدونن تو اون چه خبره میدونن حق با می ولی میگن حق داری یه دم خجالتی هم یه دم روک میشم به خودم الکی هر شب قول میدم روم بی اثر هر قرصی هست عدو قطبی رد شدم 100 قطبیم میرم میشم از همه دور تا میتونم میخوام فقط خودم رو یه جور خالی کنم هر جا مطمئنم تنها هم اونجا میمونم نه با الکل خوبم نه با جوینت ها میزونم تا یادم حالمون اینه عمر خوشیام تو تاسه اینه بخاره رو شیشه بعضی وقتا واسه آرزو دیره تا حالا شده به گاهی روتینت هی اگه دیدی یه رو غیبم زده نگی این آدم ول معطله راستش خیلی کارا به فکرم زده ولی بهتر از همه دل کندن
اینجوری نبودم با تو
بهتر از همه دل کندن
فقط من به این که بری اینا رو بهت گفتم صدفم مواعید تو تنها مونده قبل این که بری الان پیشمون خونده الان همه سلامت تو تنها قبل این که بری زمان مونده ممکنه بگو بری
بده جوابمو بیبی ببین آره حال خرابمو بیبی یکم مقایسم کن با اون روزایی که بودی برا من تو بیبی هنوزم یادم بوساتو نگویم تکس دادن دوستاتو بگیرن آمارم و وسط میگذره چجوری روزامو تقصیر تو نی خودم باعثم رفتی هویی سرگیجه شدی برام فکر میکرد درگیر تونی ولی بود الانم درگیر تونی چرا هیچ کسی شبیه تونی چرا انقدر هم دیگه پریم چرا ما دوتا غریبه شدیم چرا هنوزم فقط تو میتونی دری از کمو تا بهت اعتماد کردم تو زدی ضربتو شبیه اونی که میگفتی نبودی اصلا بدجوری شکوندی قلبمو بدجوری شکوندی قلبمو بدجوری شکوندی قلبمو بدجوری شکوندی قلبمو
Remix by DJ Nima Sound.
مریض روحیم منم هر سه نفعین روحیم من نگفتم تو مسیر خوبیم نه من صوفیم نه سفیر رومیم از جون میگم تو ایران جون میدم حالا دور بر ندا به رو میدم هر ولی باد میاد به اون سو میرن هر جا نورشون جوره از اون رو میگن بسا زور بگم میگم به کور بشن دستور بدم بسا میگم گوش ندم میگم به کور من بچش خون من هیچ کسوفی نمیشه ضد نور من همینه عشق من همیشه شعر بگم همیشه عشق من شنیده شعر من من جسم و تن بتونم حس کنم جونم مال تو همو بگیرم
Radiant's bottom tower is looking so great.
میکشی تو جلو خطای صاف مخ منم داره منحلی میره بازم نوت میدم با چشات یه سری چیزا که گفتن اینی که مثل شاهنامه قصه‌مون آخرش خوشه یا که همه میگن بعدی تو هم باورت شده این همه هوا داره هوا ما رو داره یا که تنهایی تا نفس آخر پره
DJ Nima
توی سکرت دیدم من میشب که چقدر پیشم تمام بود و صبریشم عاشق نورم نمیخوام ابریشم ناراحتی میکنی تو عشقم میشه کردیم بکار همه جور واساد میای با تو رو دوست داشت با تمام
Dominating.
جفتمون یه جورایی کرمیم گفتم میام میبینم برلین یکی زندگیم بخش شده دلگیر رد دارم انقدر بودم پیگیر فکر نمیکردم دشمن قاتیشی تو قلبمو کردی آتیشی تو دلت هرچی هست بگو خالیشی بگو یه بار دیگه کنارم پا میشی
جوری نبود قبل اینکه بری و باز تو گلو نبود زدتت زیر چشم
چیزی نگو چشات همه چیو گفتن بهشون مگه میشه گفت نه کبود میکنه گردن از کی جز من رد ناخونات رو تنه کی میفتن دراغ لبات تو هیچ پارتی نیست دارم از بین میگم باش میدیدیم بیژن میزدیم و مشتی دیدیم اینقدر خوب بود انگار داشتیم خواب میدیدیم خاطره داره با ما کلی شهر میرم تو فکر اون سالا گم میشم باشی جفت شیشم نباشی کت میشم اونی که هر دست رو این بازی بردیشم چرا مست کنی یادت بره شبشو کلن مگه من مردم تکس بدی هرچی قرص بودم اشو خوردم مگه من مردم چشم دشت بیاد هر کاری کردم دل در بیاد بگو مگه من مردم میخوام مثل من بیاد مثل شب بیدارم اونچه تو دردی داره
DJ Nimasen.
داره چشات مگه من مردم رفت خنده هات مگه من مردم بگو زهر دستت شو کرانه بریز با هم بریم بالا ببین اگه نخوردم میرم سلامتی بودن تو که روحمی برمیدارم روحم تو زیر نمیشم منم اون تن تو حتی اگه دنیا در حال سوختن جلوم حرفاتو میخونم خمم پوات یه دستم رو فرمی یه دست من رو پاتم عاشق تو هم هرچی ممنوعه عاشق وقتی که باد رد جمع موهات هستی بالا نیستی فستی اکس و مالی میدی بهم خماری توی سینت یه دل تو داری میگی امانت تا عبد بهم تو دادیش میرسی شروع میشه مومنتو با من هیچ موقع نیست من دور تو لبات سختره آسمون تورنتو من به تو فقط دارم اعتماد نه به این آدمای حس به باد من آتیشم ولی تو از جنس آب من با تو بریم تو دل خاک
Radiant's bottom tower is in trouble. Dire's middle tower is in trouble. Radiant structures are fortified.
Good God. What's wrong with me? After all, what am I missing? Why this emptiness?
Radiant's
This
bottom tower is
nostalgia?
looking so great.
What is this anxiety?
Dire's middle tower
As
is
if I
under
only
attack.
loved something.
Wicked sick!
Tower is in trouble. Dire's top tower isn't looking so great. Dire's lost their top tower. Dire's bottom tower is gone. Temporary invulnerability, Dire's side. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Money to burn.
Dire's middle tower isn't looking so great.
But that lot's just like I did this for fun. Blessings upon a loyal warrior.
Dire's lost their middle tower. Radiant have ended Roshan.
Killing spree.
one's gratitude. Dyer's bottom tower isn't looking so great.
Goldwing's King.
Dyer's bottom tower is under attack. Bad call by the Dyer and bot. Their tower's gone. Dyer's bottom tower is in trouble.
Dominating.
Dyer's bottom tower isn't looking so great. Dyer's lost their bottom tower. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dyer's bottom barracks are in trouble.
I'll get over it.
Radiant's top tower is in trouble. Dyer's bottom barracks are going down. Dyer's lost their bottom racks.
Double kill.
Winter's curse burns away.
I'm done.
Killing spree.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is gone. Radiant's bottom tower is in trouble. Radiant's bottom tower is...
الکی رو رفت.
Blessings upon a loyal warrior.
The wolf runs.
Wonderful.
Radiant's middle tower is in trouble.
I'll take your tribute.
top tower is under attack.
کم کرد بی ناموس.
Dominating. Ludicrous kill. Mega kill.
خیلی کم کرد. باربوس اصلا نباید اعتماد کنم. رید
Dire's bottom barracks are under
خراب
attack.
بود. ریرول بدتر و بدتر. خیلی نامردن به قرآن. بدتر و بدتر. لوتوس گین کیری رو اگه بتونیم یه دونه نمیاد آبی عوض کنه.
Radiant's top tower isn't looking so great. Dire's bottom barracks are going down.
Blessings upon a loyal
Radiant's top
warrior.
tower is under attack. Dire's bottom barracks are under attack. Radiant's top tower is gone.
وارد کجا به کار این یارو بابا.
Radiant's top tower is in trouble.
Ludicrous kill. Double kill.
It's more
Unstoppable.
Dire's middle tower is in trouble.
Killing spree.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire buildings are fortified. Dire's middle tower is in trouble. Dyer's middle tower isn't looking so great. Middle tower's down on Dyer's side. Dyer's middle barracks are gone. Dyer's lost their middle racks.
وای بوچرتی که چقدر سخت میاره واسه میدلین آبی رو.
Dyer's top tower isn't looking so great. Dyer's top tower is under attack. Dyer's top barracks are going down.
کری رو همه بالا 200% درآمد. این کسر شد آخر.
Double kill. Dominating. Killing spree.
Dyer's middle tower is under attack.
You have done a great service.
Dominating. Ultra kill.
Dyer's top barracks are nothing but rubble. The Radiant has mega creeps. Middle tower's down on Dyer's side.
یا خدا خودکشی نکنیم. یه پیش من خورد بابوزه گفتم یک بسته سیگار کشیدم توی یه ساعت پایین نمیشه اینترنش شده.
I usually like my trees to myself, but I'll make an exception.
Finders keepers.
Get some! No more!
You are without a doubt the biggest, reddest, loudest, most basically nude hero.
Stubbies, did we? Even if the lady hadn't been crazy, I'd have had to kill the cat. Can't have mass murderers running around.
Thanks, pal.
Dyer's middle tower isn't looking so great.
Wait, wait.
Never refuse.
Radiant's bottom tower isn't looking so great. Radiant's middle tower isn't looking so great.
Get a bit caught up then?
Told they fetch a reasonable price.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Nothing's ever easy.
Radiant's bottom tower is in trouble.
Perfect shot. For the record, I did have a trick.
Radiant's bottom tower isn't looking so great. Dire's middle tower isn't looking so great.
Trying to hit him on the wheel. Looks like with the follow-up stun of the Dragon Tail again, Nightfall's just going to die underneath this wheel. There's not much they can do about it. They did manage to run down Yatoro and threaten him, but can they finish him off with these box saves? Just keep on going up. The light steel's keep dying. The stop is going down. There's just too many saves. They can't get him. Takes him back up to the high ground with the Nightmare. They can't get him! Boots of travel to their TP. They're going for it. They're going for it. They're flipping the wave. Immediately hitting over for the tier 4 towers. They're on the ancient, but they can't do it.
They have a glyph too. There's just no way.
Oh no! The two-man stun. They're looking for it. Mount Reed. He's going back in. They're trying to control. Do they have enough to take down the ancient? The Yule Scepter lift up is there. I don't think they can do it. The Paimon is off to the side, keeping him alive, and GG is called.
When you're Mega, the best way to win is fight. And really just all in, right?
Oh, Laurel gets the crush initiation.
Oh, there's the
grip. BKB. They're going to try all this action out to Kez. Already half HP. Pops the BKB. There's Laurel. Trying to go on top of him, but they do have the cart coming out from Ace. He gets killed off by the Chicken Man, though. And look who's next. It is Mickey on the Luna. No buybacks. And that should be it. Nisha, the third core default. Triple kill for Yatoro. Can he get 30 with the ultra kill? He does. Disgusting display from the Chicken Man. Looking for
Give him the
finish Rampage to get 31 kills in a game at TI. and it is Yatoro. Beast mode enabled.
Arrow is DM, nicely played. BKB blink forward, no problem at all. The Winter's Curse is going to come out now. Do they have any follow-up? Nightfall looking for the Requiem, thinking about going, lets it fly, moves in for the finish. No more TM, but now Chira Jr., he too goes in, and the Reaper Scythe will be there. They take down the Shadow Fiend. WS also in the grave. Chira Jr., he will not be denied. Get back over here, sir. And GG is called.
A very good morning to everyone tuning in for day number 3 of our Swiss group stage here for the International 2026 Modified Swiss group stage. And it's day 3, and that means today is special. Today could be very good or very bad. It's going to be the first day where we will eliminate teams. 3 teams will advance to the main event. Very good. And 3 teams will be eliminated. And tomorrow another 5 on each side as well. So it's going to go very fast. And it also means we already have a lot of data on all the teams. We kind of know where they fall in their power levels. We're going to talk all about it here on that panel. I'm joined by Saberlight, Fly, and Jenkins. Jenkins, how are you this morning?
What's up, guys? Jenkins here. We're back with another epic day of Dota 2. And I'm glad to be joined by my boys, Saberlight and Fly. Fever, wonderful host.
Saber, he kind of blocked the ending there, didn't he?
No, that was really good, actually.
Yeah?
Thank you. What's up, guys? It's your boy Saberlight, also on the panel with Jenkins and Tal. Now it's your turn.
What's up, guys? It's Fly here. How are you guys doing? Something like this with the hands. It's good to be here. It's another lovely day, and I think we've had some incredible Dota. And today the stakes are even higher. You know, teams are going to qualify. Teams are going to go out. This is a stressful day.
Just so at the end of the
I've been in these shoes, so it's a hype day though as a viewer.
It's so hype.
I have a question for Tal. As a
چرا ساعتا صورتی میندازن اینا؟
How would you rate?
مده؟
How would you rate this group stage compared to other TIs? Because I feel like the games have been insanely hype, and sometimes they're hype, but they're not insanely hype. But this one has been like so close.
Yeah, I think it just like some tournaments you have where it's like very one-sided, like the groups, and the first and the second day it's just kind of the stomps. But this TI, it feels like all the games are really close. You have upsets with like Resilience taking games off people. You have Gamer Legion doing, you know, like some good upsets here and there. Some of the Chinese teams are struggling, but there's some signs of hope. So like the storylines can go anywhere from here. There's only maybe like a handful of teams where you came into this and are like, yeah, these guys are probably going to win, and they're doing it. But you also have, you know, teams like Yandex who are not doing so good. So it's been crazy.
It has been crazy. It will be even more crazy as the day goes on, most likely. But yesterday was, as the panel said, already very crazy. We're going to highlight a couple of the matches we feel like you should be aware of that happened. Saber, we're going to go for yours first. You went for Boom Boys and Vision.
Yes, today we will have Vision against Spirit later today, so I thought it would be very nice to highlight how well Vision played in this series, especially Satanic. I cannot believe how good Satanic played. He went 27-1 in this series, something like that. Well, I know he had 1 death, absolutely unbelievable. This first game, obviously Boom Boys, they played really well. They opened the top tower, but it didn't even matter. Satanic just farmed and farmed. As you can see, he's on the top of the net worth. He just killed everybody. Absolutely beautiful gameplay from him. Obviously supported by his 2 boys on other 2 cores. And then game 2, even better showing from Vision. This was a very close game. I think it went to some minute 60. It was very close. Boom Boys, they almost had it, but I just felt like his Juggernaut was absolutely insane. There was so many moments where he like Manta dodged something, blinked out. As you can see in these fights, it was an absolute massacre. So
you guys want to hear some crazy stats?
Yes.
We'll get into it later in more detail, of course, because we will cover that series. But KDA records for this tournament: Satanic has 12.38 average KDA per game. he is number 1, obviously. The next closest is BZM with 7.6. And then everyone else in that list is like in the 7s. So this guy is 5 KDA average ahead of everybody else that's in this like top 5 list. That is insane. Those are insane stats.
I mean, the guy is a menace. We're going to see him in action, of course, today. The team has been doing good. They're one of the 2 3-0 teams. So, yeah, we will see if Vision can win that series later today. Punch their ticket already. Yesterday, we had more epic games. Iron Wing Falcons was definitely one of them. Jenkins felt the need to highlight that extra. It was a very long series, so there's a high chance you saw bits of it anyway.
Yeah, we were fighting over who got to cover this one because it was unbelievable. Game 1, definitely the big highlight for me. You know, if you were to look at this in a vacuum, obviously pun intended, you would think, okay, Falcons, they've got this. Look at their gold lead. They've got a rapier going on. No, this actually ended up going the way of Iron Wing. Falcons was like crushing the entire time, and Iron Wing was just barely hanging on. Like they were really struggling. But hang on, they did. And they did until about 68 minutes into the game. They had one comeback fight. Rapiers dropped on the ground, you know, go down mid, win another fight, end the game. And then they end up winning the entire series, which is insane. And I love watching 33. Like, I wanted to talk a little bit about this idea that I think if you're an offlane player, you particularly love watching this guy play because there are all of these problems you have to solve in Dota. And obviously, you know, offlaners are going to relate to the offlane problems that you have to solve. You have this SF, Treant, whatever, like owning you in lane. And 33 just says, nah, I'm not dealing with that. I'm going to cheat. I'm going to solve that problem. So you can watch him do this crazy stuff as an offlaner. And you can emulate it and not really play the game. It's so satisfying. And what I'm talking about exactly is this IO Largo is so not fair. It is insane. The moment that they got the 2 Aghanim Scepters on the IO and the Largo, you have the Largo with the buff, putting that on IO, amplifying the magic damage. You're doubling the healing that's coming from Largo. You're adding tankiness to the Largo. They just ran at Falcons, and there was no counter.
I'm also surprised there was an R-Cord in the game too.
This is true, yeah.
There was an R-Cord and a Night Stalker, which I guess is kind of cute together. Like, you get the Vision, the R-Cord and Clone can go in and stuff. But that's a hero we haven't seen. Unfortunately, I think they lost.
They did, yeah. But he owned Lina,
they're trying different ideas. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's a good answer to Lina. So it's kind of cool to see these different ideas coming out. I agree, the IO Largo sounds very toxic to play against, so that sounds like something Iron Wing would do, you know, some kind of like crazy strategies like that.
They do try to break the
and
define everything that believe to be true up until that time. We have another series to highlight. Fly, I mean, you're going for Gamer Legion again. This team is really showing up.
Yeah, I've been impressed watching their games, even the ones they lost. I always felt like they had some moments where they showed a lot of promise, and, you know, it's NA Dota, I gotta root for them a little bit, and also this was against Extreme, which we're gonna cover today, but this series was pretty one-sided. Gamer Legion just kind of crushed the lanes. RCY is showing how flexible he is as a mid laner, where he plays heroes like Centaur this game, the next game is gonna be playing Ember, but it felt really, really hard for Extreme. They actually felt lost, and I also want to root for Extreme as a team. I want Chinese teams to do well at this TI, so I really want this loss that they had to kind of help them propel forward, fix whatever issues they've had. We're going to go over that more in detail later, but this was a fantastic showing from NA Dota. Like, everybody played really well. Second game, I think, was maybe a little bit closer, but again, we see Extreme going for a very weird strategy with IO Husker, which is just not something we've ever seen this team do before. But, you know, Gamer Legion kind of stuck to their guns. They had RCY on the Ember Spirit. It's one of his signature heroes. Very classic heroes for this TI with like Shadow Fiend, the Centaur we've seen do really well. And it felt both games that Gamer Legion was just having the advantage the whole way through. And it is nice to see them play well. I hope Extreme shapes up. I think they won their series after that, so something did change. So hopefully best for both of these teams, you know?
Yeah, and then Gamer Legion actually lost the series that they had after that against VG Gaming. So, you know, the revenge was had from the Chinese corner.
Why does it have to be NA versus China, dude? Like, I want to root for both, you know? Because with Gamer Legion, I feel like there's
میگه
always
دوست
this,
دارم
they're
مثلا
the
تیم
potential
چینی هم
man
ببره
of
تو این شانگهای چون
TIs. You know, it's like
تو این
everyone
TI.
talks about them. They take games off of good teams, and then they just barely don't make it through the group stage. I would love to see them make it through to the playoffs somehow, even if they have to go the longest distance. Let's see them make it through. But also the Chinese teams. Let's get those
I'm
guys
with
through
you.
as
I'm
well.
with you.
Yeah, we can take a look at how it all stands right now in the group stage. We've had we're making our way through. It's going pretty fast. So round 3 is done. That also means that from here on out, the 2 groups we had, they are merged, because from here on out they'll face teams from the other group to make sure there's no overlap and make sure nobody faces the same team. It's a quite an even playing field, I'd say. We see a lot of 2-1s on the board. Of course, the bottom is the place where OG and Huligani are now in a very scary position. They'll go up against each other for elimination there. And the top is where we see Vision and Spirit. They'll go up against each other for the main event placement. And the playing field has been very even. And you hear people say this wherever you're listening to. If you hear it from the players, you hear it from the coaches, you hear it from the panel, of course, as well, because we like to talk about everything multiple times. That also has a different result. The playing field being so level and so high for a lot of teams, it means that we actually don't have a lot of new rookies coming in, because everybody is so high. Everybody has the experience. We have, I'm going to say, only 7 rookies here. In terms of players, we listed the coaches as well, because I do want to talk about both of them, because they're both unique in their own way, but only 7. And keep in mind, by the way, that you got to, okay, Echoes and Malady, obviously the names are swapped around, guys. Don't you worry about that. You know that. But Malady is one of those 7. You know, of course, he should have been there last year, and he wasn't. But only 7. And to give you some context, last year, it was 16, Jenkins.
What's happening to us? Are we all getting old?
Maybe it's finally happening.
Everybody is just getting so much better that it's more difficult to get your foot in the door.
True. I can't believe like Natsumi is on that list either, just because I mean, we've seen him at a lot of major tournaments.
Yeah. He's been playing forever, actually. That's what it feels like. So good for him to finally make it.
Yeah.
You know, today is a rough day. Hopefully, you know, they're able to pull through. But yeah, some of these names are a bit surprising for me, because I've been playing against these guys for a while, whether it's qualifiers, other random tournaments, seeing them in pubs. It is a bit surprising, actually, to see these names.
For me, the most surprising name is not me, not necessarily because he's not a new guy, but because of how well he plays.
Yeah.
It's absolutely incredible that this is his first TI, and he's just making plays left and right. He's like fitting in so well. They're 3-0. It's crazy. This, as your first 3 run, is super impressive.
Incredibly impressive. I also wanted to highlight Asel, the coach from Yandex. I feel like he came out of nowhere, Fly, and he's just on that top level, and he's also going steady.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know that much about him. All I've known is that whenever this Yandex team started, they kind of started off really well, even though they ended up switching at some point. But yeah, I don't know much about him. Looks like he's done great work. I've seen some of their vlogs that they posted, and looks like he has a lot of good input. He also seems to help them like psychologically. So looks like both drafting and mental is what he's doing, which is great. So good to see.
Good to see. Another thing that we wanted to kind of look into, just to see how the playing field is ages of the players. Here's the youngest players per role. So we got one of each, because normally, you know, traditionally support players are a little bit older than the core players. And Satanic, you already mentioned him a lot, Jenkins, but at 18, smashing it.
Yeah, he is just butterfly. You know, we saw the 16-year-old little caterpillar Satanic. Like, this kid has got potential, and it really feels like this TI
کوچکترین بازیکن TI ساتانیک
is realizing it. I mean, they won EWC, right? So obviously he's getting to that point, but you know, it's a very similar story to Yatoro, where in such a small amount of time, this kid has achieved so much. It's really impressive.
It is. We also got to look at the other side of the coin, because where there's youngsters, there's old folks as well. As I feel like every year, Fly, we're pushing it.
We are pushing it. They keep going up by one every year.
The shame panel.
No, it's not. I think this is actually incredibly impressive. Because it is impressive to be able to keep up this level of play at that age.
I will speak on this.
یک
because I
سالش
think
شده فای.
you know, I'm close to this. I think some people think older players are just not as good. I think it just comes down to motivation, honestly. I think a lot of these old players are still incredibly mechanically talented. We look at No One, for example. He's still one of the absolute best mid laners in the world. And the age is not really the problem. It's really your motivation. Sometimes you're going to have kids like Satanic coming in who just ooze so much talent that it's kind of hard to overcome. Okay, that does happen. But all of these players, a lot of them are just doing really well at this tournament as well. Even Ace as the oldest player, snaking, 2-time TI winner. Like, these guys are really good at Dota. So, you know, I'm here for the old boys, all right?
Yeah.
I'm on their side.
I feel like the reaction time argument is just dead. It just doesn't exist anymore. It's like that whole you know, people who drink red wine are healthier thing, and it turns out
surely that's true.
I like where you're going with this.
This was an American study, and the people that were drinking red wine had money, and guess what? They pay for healthcare, right? So it was a correlation causation type situation. I agree. It really is motivation, and I think the younger players happen to be a lot more motivated. But you take somebody like No One, you know, speaking of oozing anything, this guy oozes motivation. Like, he's out here reading philosophy and psychology and super introspective and constantly making changes, not only in Dota, but in his life to improve things. Like, he's just somebody who cares a lot in general.
Yeah, I think for me, it's especially like interesting to see that. I think like 5 years ago, whenever I would talk to people about esports, they're like, okay, so, you know, it's like a young people thing. When you're 30, you're gonna retire, right? You don't have the reaction time anymore. But I think as esports matures, it kind of proves, not necessarily only in Dota, but even in other esports like Counter-Strike, that there isn't necessarily like a cutoff. I think the only thing that really changes is that I think older people, they kind of get a life, and they aren't as like motivated maybe to play. But
بند ساعتشو برداشت.
Line, you know, if you want to play, and I think a lot of these players, they do want to play and they play really well. There isn't like a reason why
چش دوست دخترش بود فکر کنم دورش.
It doesn't really matter what age you are. You can
ساعتش چجوری یه دقیقه عوض شد؟
As long as you're willing to grind 16 hours a day,
ساعت اون بود. همه ساعت صورتی.
Just grind Dota, you can do it.
You're here.
No matter what age. We also see, of course, that we have in the case of Vision, we have Satanic, the youngest, Carry, and the oldest mid laner. They're in the same team because teams often try to find a balance in terms of experience. Definitely, we can take a look at the average ages of every team here at the International. We rounded it out, but it's pretty close. I think.
Hold on a second.
Hold on a second. What?
Spirit is the youngest team.
What do you want? Yatoro is 23. He's the oldest. No, he's not the oldest, but
they won 2 TIs already. That's crazy. It's crazy to have an org like this in Dota.
دیگه داره تیم اسپریت کوچکترین اورژش
Liquid, let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
I mean,
Liquid,
Liquid
baby.
is doing very well as well. It will be very interesting to, you know, at the end, have this one and then overlap it with the results. See how it played out.
That's a fun idea.
That's a great idea.
Or maybe we don't do it because it might be too
depressing. We'll see how the results are.
No way.
We just make this great case. It's like, you know, guys, it's you know, age doesn't matter, and maybe at the end we'll see. Of course, so far we have no rankings just yet because nobody's out yet. So anything can still happen. We can take a look at what is happening today. We still got 4 streams coming your way. Let's start off with Stream B, Jenkins. 4 series for every stream.
Oh, I get to choose. Oh, man. Why is it always so tough? I'm going to go Iron Wing again. I know I pick them every morning. I love to watch my boy 33 just completely break the game. And watching their series yesterday, they had some crazy comebacks. So, and against a top caliber team, putting Falcons 1-2, which I was not expecting. Liquid, they're a team that could win potentially the entire thing. So I would expect that's a 3-game series, and one of them at least is going to go 60+ minutes. So I'm in for that.
Okay, for OG Huligani, I think also this is going to be, if we're talking about pressure and TI pressure, this is literally their tournament lives on the line. So they will go, well, hopefully for both teams, that they will go for game 3 because
I hope so.
They will fight to the death, you know, and that's going to be very stressful for them. Let's take a look what's coming our way on a C Stream Fly.
Yeah, so Stream C today looks like we're gonna have Falcons Gamer Legion. Honestly, I feel a bit bad for Gamer Legion. I know they have a chance to win this, but definitely a hard matchup. You know, Falcons, one of the favorites, and it's crazy that the Falcons even have 2 losses. Like, they've had some really hard-fought battles where I think they ended up even against the Iron Wing. I thought they could take it. There was a game that was swung the other way.
Could have been a 2-0 easily.
Yeah, it could have easily been a 2-0. So it is a bit surprising to see this. I feel a bit it's going to be tough. And then Boom Boys versus Aurora. I think this one is kind of hard to call because, you know, it's like ex-teammates playing against each other. There's going to be that like little rivalry going on between, you know, Nightfall, who used to play there. So that one is probably going to be a banger, I think. So I would choose that one as like the highlight. And then I want to see Gamer Legion at least perform well.
Yeah, let's take a look at what's coming our way on stream number D. Saberlight.
Stream number D has the best games. Don't watch the other streams, watch Stream D. We got Resilience against Yandex and NGX against Vichy. So 2 Chinese teams, very exciting. I personally am looking forward to NGX against Vichy Gaming. We got I would say the pinnacle of Chinese Dota. I personally am a Vichy fan against NGX, which is also an absolute banger of a team. So that is the series to look out for.
Yeah, and then there's, of course, the stream that you're watching right here. And we know that later on we will get that series between Vision and Team Spirit, and that will be deciding which one of these 2 teams will be the first team to make it to the main event. You've seen the TBDs on all the other streams as well. Later on today, we will have 2 more teams joining them in the main event, and that also means we will see 2 more teams getting eliminated as well. So a lot of Dota coming your way, but we're going to focus our attention on the first series of the day. You saw it. It's Extreme Gaming taking on LGD, and it is a spicy one for many reasons. Both of these teams are 1 and 2, which is not fantastic. I think a lot of people were very hopeful for both teams for different reasons. LGD, of course, has got Topson, and they have got this potential underdog story making it all the way, and I think a lot of people are rooting for them. And then on the other side, you've got Extreme Gaming, and everybody wants to see Extreme Gaming do well. So very curious to see how this one plays itself out. Saber, you got any initial thoughts for us for this series?
8 دقیقه دیگه شروع
I
میشه
personally
Extreme
am
Gaming.
rooting for LGD. You know, I'm a big Topson fan, also a big KJ fan. Obviously, we all on the panel hope that China does well. So it's a hard matchup because you want LGD to do well, but you also want Extreme to do well. Honestly, it will be kind of close. I'm leaning slightly towards LGD, but honestly, I think anyone can take it.
That's hopeful. We like that. Let's focus our attention first on LGD. You did a little bit of deep dive, Jenkins, into what they've been playing.
A little bit of a deep dive. I mean, it's easy to do a deep dive with a team like this because they are number 1 in terms of hero pool this tournament, which is often the case that they pick a lot of heroes. Like we've talked about this on previous days where, you know, King Jungles, for example, will just be like, whoa, he's a 5-position Axe or 5-position Enigma if it means that like Yuma can get a better matchup, or if Whisper can get a better matchup, and they are willing to play through either of their cores. Now I feel like I can say through any of their cores because they have played through Topson as well in a few of these games that they've played. But yeah, this is a 34 heroes played in 8 matches. Like these guys are out here picking different heroes every single game. It's really insane, and some of these heroes are like just this team.
It's very entertaining, but I don't like seeing this actually.
You don't?
I don't. I think this is a bit too much.
Wait, this is the same amount that Spirit had last year. Right?
Really? Oh.
Didn't we highlight that? So that was, but they were way more matches than 8.
I think it's cool to see new heroes, but you're also putting your players in a position where they're constantly having to adjust so much to something new constantly while you're playing under pressure. And that's why I always advocate for the teams like Falcons where you're gonna just know what to do on your heroes, but these guys are just playing something new every single game. Like I think they just tone it down a little bit, just a little bit. It's okay to have some new spice in there, you know, get that extra salt that Saber likes, but just contain yourself, Cavs, please.
To be fair though, on the other side of this coin, if you don't know what you're doing. The enemies also can't know what you're doing.
That's the saver strat right
I
there.
feel like for a team like LGD that did not have time to prepare anything, it is actually good to have this because you know you don't have strats to prepare, so you just kind of send it, and you know no one knows what's up. But that includes the enemies.
I talked to KJ a little bit at breakfast, and he's usually pretty honest with how he's feeling about the team. I was like, how are you feeling about how the tournament is going so far? You know, given everything that's happened going on. And he said, yeah, it's really good. Like, we're actually really happy. It's just that, like, yesterday was a rough day, but things are going well. So they're confident, and so that kind of makes me confident going into this one for them.
That's good. I'm happy that the confidence is there, and I mean it needs to be there. Extreme Gaming is a strong team when everybody plays at their best. We're going to focus a little bit on the offlaners here, Saberlight, as you wanted to see how XXS and Whisper compare.
Yes, very exciting. We got two extremely talented offlaners. I would say XXS, the classic archetype of an offlaner. He's got the blink initiators / like guys that team fight, whereas Whisper, he's like much more unique, as we can see in the heroes. They both have these Timber and Darkseer, which is like a team fight hero. Whereas for XXS, you know, he's got these classic offlaners, and Whisper, he's got the crazy ones. He's got the Magnus, he's got the Batrider, the Enigmas. I'm sure XXS can also play these heroes like Axe and Beastmaster. He just didn't have the opportunity to do so this tournament. But you know, we'll see. I think if anyone's gonna come up with some crazy offlaner, it's gonna be Whisper. Whereas for XXS, I think he'll stick to his guns, play the solid heroes. Set up the map for his Ame.
Yeah,
he's stable.
He is stable, and it's very much fitting into both teams' playstyle. I feel as well.
Yeah, as Tal loves to say, he loves his stable boys. So I think, what do you think, Tal? You think XXS is like a better fit? You got you
stable
got the
Maxer?
Yeah, you got the stable Maxer against the crazy Maxer.
Yeah. I like what you said, that actually LGD did not have time to practice, so I agree. If they don't know what they're doing, there's the chaos element we like talking about. So, you know, I think Whisper has it in him to be consistent, and I think he's actually one of the most talented offlaners out there. Just in terms of pure raw skill, Whisper is incredible. I think XXS he gets overlooked a lot because I think, especially last TI, he had one of the most incredible performances out of any offlaners. I think he had insane Aegis steals, crazy team fights, good scaling, good laning. He definitely ticks a lot of boxes, and I do think he gets overlooked just because Ame is on his team.
Yeah, and speaking of last TI, Extreme Gaming came second. They did very well. And you wanted to know exactly how they did so well.
I think last TI, I just wanted to highlight this, just through talking about it, that they did get second place, and some of these players are still the same. I think it's 3 of the same roster, if I'm not mistaken. They have it in them to win. Like, they do. These guys are really good at Dota when they come together and have proper communication or whatever it is, team identity. I don't exactly know what issues they're having. I really hope that after these losses, what can happen sometimes is like you could lose sight of what is happening. You can start going into this dark hole of like, hey, nothing is working. I don't know what to do. Or you could be hopeful and be like, hey guys, we need to fix this. I want to be honest with you. I think, we need to do this better. You need to play these heroes. Whatever it is that's going on through their team, just be honest with each other. Get it all out there. Come today, start fresh, play your best Dota, because these guys have it in them. They really do.
They do. And when they got second at TI, and we kind of talked about this on panel like all year, when XG is looking good and in form, they are a wall. You cannot break that wall. Like, they will play fights and they will be together, they will be jumping the right targets, nobody will be over chasing, they will protect their back lines. It is legitimately like playing against an AI. It's one, super intelligent AI playing all the heroes at once. And so I think a lot of that does come down to their hero pool. They need to figure out what heroes they can be comfortable with so they can have that level of communication in their games.
Yeah, I don't want to see this Huskar personally. I want NTS to play his heroes. He plays fantastic on the spirits, the stunners. His Tinker obviously was really good. I think we covered one of the games, but the lineup didn't make that much sense around it. So I hope they talked it out, figured it out. Today is a fresh new perspective on XG. I really want to see them do well. I also want to see LG do well. So
Yeah.
it's kind of tricky actually. This one is pulling on the heartstrings a bit.
It really is. It really is. I think for Extreme Gaming, it's also, for me, it was interesting to find out. I mean, obviously, everybody knows Ame is the uncrowned king, but he's played in 8. This is his 8th international. The 7 internationals before this one, he never had a result below top 6. That's mad, Saber.
That's impressive. That's impressive. And it kind of
عامه
speaks to his
توی
consistency as
6
a
تا
player.
اینترنشنال قبلی
You know,
بالای
I
6 تا
personally wouldn't
نیومد.
mind top 6 at every TI. That's
Yeah,
not
that'd
bad.
be nice.
Yeah, so I am expecting a top 6 this TI as well, to be fair.
For yourself.
امسال احتمال
well, you know,
اومدنش
if
هست.
only. But
با امید
for
خدا
Ame
چه گناه
specifically, so we
داره.
have, and you know, hopefully Vici also makes it there, and then we have 2 Chinese teams in the top 6.
That would be very cool. So what is lacking for Extreme this event so far? Like, where do they fall short? Is it their drafting?
I would say partly. You know, obviously there was the coach situation that happened, and you know, Zhao Wei is out and Lanham is in, so that's gonna take some time to adjust to. Ame played Io recently. It's just not something that you would really expect for his sort of play style. Nothing to say Huskar, you know, nothing to say is the type of player where you give him an Ember in like even a semi-decent Ember game, and the guy will literally 1v5 and look like the best player on the map, you know? But he also has the performances on the other side where you give him something he just doesn't look comfortable on, and it looks like he's griefing. So I really feel like if they can just find heroes that are good in the meta that are also like their classic heroes, like they're gonna do fine.
I think what they excel at as a team is team fighting. It's just their bread and butter, not just because they're a Chinese team. It's just how these guys operate. They get a pretty good win condition for Ame. I remember how they used to draft, and when we played against them, it was always kind of the same idea, where Ame always gets a good matchup to be able to carry the game. The other heroes kind of work around him. You know, when you have X success, maybe he gets a little sacrificed. NTS is going to get some mid laner that can go in, initiate. And it was always kind of this formula, and then they would switch up the heroes. That's what they were good at. And I feel like they're experimenting a little too much. They're trying to maybe try to copy like some of the, you know, the Western Dota or like the CIS Dota. So they need to stick to their guns. That's what my advice would be if I were coaching them, is like, hey guys, let's just look at what we do well and just do that again, because
like
we have it.
You're really, really good at these like 5 protect 1 team fight strategies. Like, just
do it again.
Get on my Draw Ranger, and like, I know Mars isn't very good. Pick Mars. I don't care. Pick Mars, Phoenix, like Phoenix for X-Nova. Like, just get your classic bread and butter. Like, all these heroes, I think, are at least semi-viable.
And that's the thing. I think like we covered the Extreme against Spirit game where we're talking about, oh, both teams won the Draw Ranger, and then Extreme didn't get a chance to play it. But I think even though it doesn't work against Spirit, I think you just kind of send it again, because like none of these teams are as good as Spirit. So even though it wasn't enough for Spirit, I think it would be enough to beat maybe like someone like LGD.
It could be. We are in game 1 of this best of 3, and it's Extreme Gaming Dire side, LGD Radiant side. First pick going the way of Extreme.
I'm already confused by the salt that Caps is adding. Why is there a Huskar ban on my screen? I'm so confused.
Yesterday's Huskar was so spooky.
I'm not saying the guy cannot play Huskar, but I'm coming to TI. I want to play my best heroes. You know, as a player, I want to show what I can do on my, you know, top 5, top 6, even a little bit more. That's what I would ask for as a player, as a drafter. I don't think Huskar is one of them. I think the other bans all make sense. I think the Draw Ranger, I know they did get their hands on it in one of their series yesterday, and they were able to win with the Draw Ranger, so that's an Ame classic. Ember, Sand King, these are all NTS classics. Huskar, not sure about.
Ooh,
we have a Treant.
Yeah, it doesn't make it through very frequently, but when it does, it looks strong.
Okay, yeah, I was thinking of this.
56
this is
بار
like the
بند
best
شده
answer
ترنت.
to tree. It's
3 بار پیک شده. دوبارش هم
definitely
برده.
something that you're not necessarily comfortable picking super early into the draft. Like there are very
تیمبر
hard counters
کشیدیم
to
درخت
Timber,
رو بزنه.
especially ones that can dumpster him in lane. However, we literally saw Spirit first pick Drow Ranger, and it ended up being a pretty decent Drow Ranger game in both of the games. So I guess there's a lot of other stuff to think about where LGD feels like they can just whip out the Timber and like, okay, Extreme, go ahead. Like fully hard counter it, see how it goes.
But to be fair, and maybe Tal can speak more on this, but this matchup used to be really good for Timber, as you know, your Whirling, wait, what is it called? Whirling Death is very strong against melee heroes and strength heroes, so you can like Whirling Death this Treant. However, with the new Living Armor, you have a damage block, which is extremely nice against Timbersaw, as he has like burst spells that suddenly deal no damage if you're Living Armored.
I'm 100% with Saber. I was going to say the same thing. This Treant Protector Living Armor is actually very good against Timber. Like in the lane, you don't always get to walk up and punch him without taking serious damage. But there's a lot of good things about Treant. One is definitely Living Armor. The second is when Timber gets high levels, you usually don't want to stay in his lane unless you really destroyed him before. So Treant is one of the best heroes at gating. So when the Timber is untouchable, you just gate, you start attacking the safe lane. So all of these little gameplay things and mechanics all play into this matchup where, as a Treant Protector player, one of my favorite heroes, I think I'm saying that a lot, but as a hero I like,
You're Dota enjoyer.
I don't care about this matchup that much.
Sure, you know, and okay, I'll add to the train of kind of talking down on this matchup. I also don't like the thing with Treant is that okay, maybe you counter him with the Whirling Death to kill the trees, whatever, do extra damage to Treant when he's standing in the tree lines, etc., etc. But all of the heroes that pair with Tree really nicely in the lane destroy Timber in lane.
That's a good
You
point.
have SF with Tree, like that destroys Timber. It's still in the pool right now. I'd expect it to be banned. You have like Muerta with Tree, Lina with Tree, like even Wind Ranger is
All the ranged carries.
all the ranged carries are good against Timber. Even Wind Ranger does well against Timber because you just go Javelin early and you can kill Timber at level 6. Like it's really hard genuinely to ban all of them. You can only ban SF here. And if you don't ban SF, you're getting SF'd.
They banned one.
There is still like many.
SF میزدن وحشت نمیشه زور تو زود میکشتن تیم
Could
رو.
have banned the tree right instead of the Oscar, but I think that we saw how they insta-picked the Timbersaw. So they did want this trade. They wanted to play Treant against Timbersaw.
Right,
And now they got the Lone Druid, which is it's a nice hero. You get like a second stage Lone Druid.
Yeah, it's not a hero that Extreme Gaming was worried about because they banned out the Willow and the PL instead. They had every opportunity to ban out the Lone Druid, and Lone Druid is not normally a hero that people forget about, so this is a conscious choice of them.
Yeah, I believe LGD did play Lone Druid. I think they ended up losing the game against NGX, but it was very close. It went like super late game. So they are definitely aware of what each other is doing. They definitely baited out the Treant, so this was all like pre-planned, which is very much like Calf's MO. Like he's gonna give you something and have a plan against it. Lone Druid, maybe the idea was to take it early because they were worried about Extreme playing it, because I know Ame does play it. But now Extreme kind of has to choose which route they want to go. Do they want to really focus on trying to destroy the Timber? Do they want to focus on gating on the Lone Druid? And nice, we get a classic here. We get the FY Rubik. That's super hype.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, Rubik میگیره. Rubik خرس میگیره.
Such a good draft from Extreme. You have Rubik Underlord. We talked about this yesterday. Insane lane. You can pull them back into the root from Underlord. You're blocking the Rubik from being picked against the Underlord because that counters. And then you also have Underlord versus Lone Druid, which is one of the best matchups for Underlord in the lane. You can just fight the bear, pretty much. And then you have Rubik versus Timber. You steal all the Timber spells, and it just annihilates him.
And a Hoodwink coming out, one of the most played position 4 heroes that we've seen. But as we also see, sometimes rotated to hard support. Overall, just a solid choice, though.
Yeah, I think this will be Hoodwink 5 because Hoodwink Timber doesn't pair that well together, I think. And King Jungles does play it. But I was curious to hear Saber's thoughts because he plays this matchup with the Underlord versus the Lone Druid.
Yeah, so the problem with playing against Lone Druid is that this hero is just absolutely busted in the lane. So you have two choices. One is like you just kind of keep bringing heroes in and killing the Lone Druid, which sometimes works, sometimes doesn't. Or the other choice is you get one of the few matchups that can handle this lane. And honestly, Underlord is like one of the best ones. You have your Firestorm, which deals percentage damage, which is very nice against the bear, as he has like some 1600 HP. So you just Firestorm it, you can fight the bear if necessary, and you can just kind of lane normally, because you can always like fight back. But if you pick some other hero, you know, not Underlord, let's say you have some Mars or whatever, suddenly you cannot fight the bear, and the Laundry will just keep bullying you, and it's just really sad to play.
I'm thinking if I'm Extreme, like if I'm in their position right now, I might propose as the Treant player, hey, let's start as 3 bottom and instantly go on the Lone Druid with, you know, Treant hiding in the woods. Rubik gets lift level 1 along with the Pit of Malice. So you're going to root them, lift them back in, Treant comes in with another root. That's 100% kill. You can really snowball the game if that happens. So I hope people are thinking that far ahead, like how we're going to actually play the game out besides the heroes.
این یه سیو
And I guess
کشیدن
it is a
ولی
good
به
win
جلو
for
روبیک
them and
اصلا
an
خوب نیست،
Undying
نمیدونم.
5, which has been a fantastic hero
پیک
this
عجیب از
tournament.
LGD.
I don't know if I've seen LGD play it, but I know King Jungles can play it. That guy can play anything. So I like Undying. I think you see 2 heroes that is good against, and the Underlord and the Treant Protector. I think it is a save, again, which we keep talking about. It's very good against all these like roots. You can do it through root, and it just looked like a good team fighting hero in general. So good Undying pick, I think.
Yeah, and we also got the Lina, as we said, they got their range hero. I'm assuming that this will be Lina carry. So we have Treant Lina lane against Timber Hoodwink, which it's not the easiest lane for Extreme, but I think they're still like favored. And yeah, honestly, very nice Lina game. I think this guy, or like Lina, will kind of dominate the game up until Lone Druid gets Silver Edge on his bear and he's able to like get on top of the Lina. But up until that moment, it's going to be very hard to do anything to this Lina. You have like no stuns. You have only the Hoodwink. But other than that, these 4 heroes, they don't really touch Lina. She's going to be just way too far in the team fight to get on top of her.
It's a really good hero to kill the Tombstone as well, which is always nice. Like, sometimes I know you can over-adjust to, oh, it's Undying, we need to get a Snapfire to kill the Tombstone, you know? Maybe that's a bit far. But to get something that's already good in your draft that also hits the Tombstone is very convenient, because then you don't just have to run away from it every time he puts it down.
Another thing about the Tombstone is that sometimes when you play against this Undying, these teams, they have like spells that you kind of commit, and if you save them with Tombstone, it's kind of the fight is over. Like, let's say some Black Hole, you know, you Black Hole and then he saves with Tombstone and you're done. Whereas if you look at Extreme's heroes, it doesn't matter too much if someone get Tombstones, because there will still be like root on top of him. So after he goes out of the Tombstone, he's still getting rooted, he's still getting hit by Lina. So it doesn't matter too much, this Tombstone saves this game.
So we are looking for a hero for Nothing to Say on the side of Extreme Gaming. We do have LGD banning out the Templar Assassin, so they're still respecting the potential flex of the Lina to maybe go mid instead of safe lane, so we'll see how that goes. On the other side, we are looking for a hero for Topson on the side of LGD, unless we also still consider there to be flex there. I don't know if the Timber Saw going mid is an option.
I don't think that's really a Topson MO. And also, they are banning for Lina mid with the Pangolier and the Dragon Knight. Those are bans specifically for Lina mid. So we could indeed see a hero for Ame, maybe the Wind Ranger that we talked about, like as another range hero, another like pseudo disable, which could be nice for the Lina. I could see them going for something like that. And I do think we're looking at a Topson last pick, which honestly I think is the best way to play around Topson, because he does have these like wild heroes. Maybe this is the Arc Warden game, you know, like that will be actually super hype. They play like, the super cancer lineup.
من گفتم پاکر بند کنین.
So we're wrong actually.
Or maybe this was just the base
اصلا نمیدونم واقعا.
Is no, we're gonna ban out heroes that would be good against Lina mid, and that makes you ban out some carries that we don't care about.
I remember
5-heading.
I remember Kezu saying at a point that literally never happens in his experience.
I believe.
But we
خود
always
ارسس
we
بیدیم
always
واکر
bring up
بند
the
شده
5-heading.
پاک
I'm
میخواد
with
پیک
you.
شه.
I think that's exactly what happened here.
We gotta give credit to Lanham, you know, he's thinking about this.
Next level.
Yeah, but let's see, what does Topson want to play against Puck?
Is this the Ricky game? He already Ricky yesterday, so this might be it, to be fair.
Quinn,
yeah, go ahead.
He was saying that in the Ricky matchup, you're pretty much
ریکی ما رو
guaranteed die level 2 with
وحشتناک
Puck,
اذیت
even if you
میکنه اینا
play
رو.
perfectly. That's how bad he thinks it is. So I can get behind the Ricky here.
So he lost the Ricky game, but it did look very good, right?
Yeah, they had like a 20k gold lead or something.
I
in
think
that
there's a decent Ricky game. I think the root from Underlord is really the only annoying thing.
This is a very
is a throwback.
normal hero.
This is a throwback, though. Nobody's really playing Void Spirit right now. I think out of all the spirits, he's considered the weakest because he doesn't deal enough damage compared to like an Ember Vessel. And he does scale well into the game. The later the game goes, when Void Spirit does get items, he can get Aghanims against the Puck with the silence. And he later on gets like Octarine, so he can go in and out of fights.
سریع
It is a
بعد
top
آقا بیاره
hero
کنترل
for
کنن
sure.
پوکو.
So kind of would have liked to see the Ricky actually. I think that was cooler. But
ریکی
I think
خیلی
this
بهتر
is like a stable one that
اصلا
ties their
اسموک
lineup
ریکی
well together.
وحشتناک
It
اینا رو
plays
زیاد
well with the
میکرد.
Hoodwink. It is an extra setup for Timbersaw and Lone Druid who already deal a lot of damage in fights. They just need a little extra catch.
Yeah, I think that's why I like it, because he already has heroes that are dealing like unlimited amounts of damage. So the problem that you're talking about doesn't really exist as much in this game. So you're just kind of getting all the benefits of Void Spirit, and I think it's like top 3 highest win rates against Puck, despite being a fairly normal hero. It's really hard to itemize to deal with a Void Spirit on Puck. There's not really like an item build that feels that good, other than just going BKB at some point.
So who's going to take the lead in this best of 3, Saber?
To be fair, I really like Extreme's draft. I think it's very solid. So honestly, I'm leaning towards them.
I'm going Extreme on this one. I like what they did with the Rubik Underlord. I think there's a lot of cool plays Treant can do in the early game. They have good scaling. They have good team fight, which is what I wanted them to have. So I'm with Extreme on this one.
Yeah, we have Treant Protector as the first phase ban. The majority of games, and when I say majority, it's literally only a handful of games that Treant makes it through. And if it does, gets first phase picked. So is it answered?
God, I know I'm supposed to say that LGD can. I'm with you guys. Like, I really think Extreme cooked in this draft. I was very impressed the whole way through with all of their answers, all of the synergies that they have. But LGD has some classic heroes for them too, so they can always pull through.
Okay, let's see who takes the lead in this best of 3 as we're heading over to ODPixel and Fogged.
Thank you very much, Shiva. Yes, very much looking forward to this one. XG versus LGD. Andy, what do you make of that? It's a bold move, always leaving one of these heroes in, available as the first pick that everybody else is pretty much banning. Treant gets through. Are they going to be okay, LGD, or are they going to regret letting that one in for XG?
Might regret. I mean, it's banned every game for a reason, like you're saying. It does so much. It's not just about the lane, like they were mentioning as well, too. Sure, Timbersaw can be this type of answer in some type of ways in the past, but now Living Armor is pretty insane, and it's also just about the global threat. It's also later the vision that the hero can apply just to be able to put pressure out.
I guess that's the question. Because I feel like there's sometimes periods in Dota, right, where there is a hero that's banned all the time.
Sure.
And sometimes it's like, well, everyone's just copying each other. Does it really need to be banned all the time? With Treant at the moment, is that maybe one of those other heroes that people are just banning to ban? Or this is one that's actually like, you do kind of need to ban it.
You need to ban
that
it. It's like, what was it? You remember the Naga Siren?
Yeah.
Right? Was it last year or the year before?
There was a period, right? People were all banning it,
Yeah.
and then they kind of stopped banning it, and then they were like, well, you know what? We don't actually need to ban this hero. We can beat it. But Treant
is a different beast.
Yeah, it's different.
It's just because it's not just the laning, it's not just the living armor, it's everything in combination. Gives you vision, stalks around later on, and then the ultimate. It just has one of the best teamfight ultimates in the later stages of the game. Sure, you have BKBs and your mantles and whatnot to dispel it, but it is a disarm route. Super strong, so I'm looking forward to this matchup. I do like XG's a bit too, but Lone Druid, this hero sometimes can just dominate games super hard. And with the combination with the Undying too, that's the lane I'm really looking at, is how this Underlord and Rubik can endure. Because sure, Firestorm and all that, you can kill the bear perhaps, but you're going to be getting reduced constantly from the decay, and this is a nasty combo.
Because overall in the game, how good is the bear killing potential from XG if this bear does start to get out of hand?
It's okay, but it's not to the extent that we saw from,
It's
yesterday with
game,
the Shadow Fiend that was three-shotting the bear really early. It takes a little bit more for something like the Lina. They also don't have minus armor with their draft, so that bear is going to be quite a bit tankier. Sure, they have percent damage, but yeah, we'll have to see how it ends up going in these lanes.
Let's have a look, see if they can somehow slow down Yuma in the early game.
I think this is the lane that's going to be super hard for XG. I don't really know how you just play straight up versus the Lone Druid. Maybe it's going to be that tree rotation that Fly was talking about on the panel, where they're just going to be like, well, I don't want to be up there, make the move and kill that lone. Because I would look at LGD, and I do like their lane setups a little bit more in particular. It's just XG's overall draft does look strong if they get to that mid and late game timing.
I'm going to make a decision from Topson to go with the Void Spirit this game. As the panel said, it's one of those heroes that
good for Spock.
It indeed is great in the matchup, but also it's just one of those mid heroes, especially when it comes to the spirits, that has fallen out of favor for a lot of teams.
It has. It's the weakest of the spirit, like they were saying. Its damage is nothing like the other ones, like no way. But the thing is, it's very good versus Puck, and it's good versus Lina. It's a gap closer, and they were lacking a gap closer in a way for their draft, so. Right now, XXS doing pretty good on these last hits, just forcing the waves in with the Firestorm. FY trading pretty decently with KJ. Good start in this bottom lane.
Keeping them relatively low hit.
And also the other thing about the Topson playing the Void Spirit, I think him and Ame are having a competition of who's going to play the most heroes. Because they're just playing different hero every game.
That's pretty crazy indeed. We saw that during the draft. That an insane amount of heroes being played by Topson already. I don't know how it necessarily compares to all the other players at the moment, but he's got to be up there. It's probably the highest in terms of the amount of heroes he's played in the game that he's played. Bottom lane.
XXS, careful.
He's looking pretty dead. There's a blood grenade upon him. One more hit will do it. Right him under the tower. The bear's coming in.
Got him.
The roof. There's the kill. First blood for Yuma.
They tried to go for the aggressive play themselves, XG, but being kept too low. That's the problem with the constant decay spam. You think you're tanky on the Underlord, but not so much. Doing good on the last hits, but this is what happens sometimes versus this lone. He's able to just kill you, run you down a lot of times. What I've seen is actually like the Slardars look really nice in terms of laning phase versus hero because they have double damage block or they have stuns to push the bear off. But yeah, mid Void Spirit right versus that Puck. There's a reason we're going to clearly see the separation, at least in terms of the laning phase as well too.
Yeah,
how much stops it can get.
I'd say this is pretty much sort of the CS difference you expect right between Void Spirit and Puck. Just a little bit of an edge on the denies, having that nice little attack animation as the melee Void Spirit.
Definitely says missed a couple free ones though. I think I just saw him miss 2, so that happens.
Imagine build from Topson. Almost only went by the looks of it, yeah, but just earn Vessel, get the shard early for the farming potential.
That's the usual that we've seen. Is he actually going to go for the full Vessel is the full question for me.
Okay.
That's kind of like the big one. I know Quinn always was talking about like this item build on this hero is super important in a lot of games, so the argument for the Aghanims maybe like they were mentioning on panel could be there for the Puck, but
yeah, I guess
we'll have to see.
Yeah, it depends how early you want to try and get that into the build.
Yeah, just because they lack some catch for the Puck is the only reason why I was saying that. Because a lot of times we see the Void Spirits, they kind of stray away from it nowadays.
لینا میتونه خطرناک باشه.
They're going to need something. Otherwise, yeah, nothing to say. He's going to have a pretty free game jumping about.
Yeah. Bottom
lane. The route again onto XXS. This time, no further damage, so he'll be fine. King Jungle starting to fall pretty low on the resources.
It's fake though. He looks low. He just decays and soul rips really quickly, and he's back.
He's got one more round to sort of throw at them if they do go in.
He's holding skill point as well too, just in case of things if he needs to maybe get like a tombstone or something. He's gonna heal up as well. The laning start at the moment, as we said, Lone Druid is gonna do amazing in actually all 3 lanes, right? Pretty much across the board here.
They're winning all lanes.
Setting themselves up for success with this one. That's the power of the Timber versus the tree in the lane, right? So even though Living Armor does block some of it, you can't really pressure Whisper with Alina and a tree at the moment.
Yeah, Whisper looking very comfortable up in the top lane into this matchup. Been some nice sort of creep dragging.
And overall for the Timber game, I did want to mention this. This was a first pick Timber, and yes, there's some percent damage and all that, but this doesn't look like the easiest game to bring Whisper down overall. Sure, if they isolate him, they can happen, but there's a lot of heals, there's saves as well from the Undying, and overall we have to say, right, they did pick the Underlord into the Timber, which for a long time, if not always, Timber is very good versus Underlord. Sure, Pit's annoying, but you kill him so fast if you get on top of him.
Because there's definitely a chance, right, that but this Timber and the Lone Druid, you might get to a point in the game where XG
مینه پنج item جنگل شو داشت
incredibly in your face tanky units. It's not going to get easy for XG unless they sort of have Ame with this insane amount of build up of right click damage.
Yeah,
so going for that Mjolnir first. He is going to try and get that sort of insane output when it comes to the physical DPS, but it's going to take time.
Yeah, and there's there's the heals, there's the tombstone to save that we've seen so much. So KJ. For X-Nova.
Arme considering if he wanted to spend time trying to help for a kill, but
he's probably a little scared of getting dove as well, too. If a tombstone gets dropped down, they triple hero collapse onto him, it could be dangerous.
yeah, they'll be able to go around as well. They do have to be careful. Probably able to get the bushwhack. Xnova hiding in the trees. They're looking at Arme. Further backups coming in. XG's had enough. They want to bring the backup, try and put a stop to this. LGD, they're going to continue the dive, though. Moving forward here with Whisper, but XG turned towards him, forced back the Timber, so they bushwhack onto Arme. King Jungles against the three of them. The big burst comes in from Whisper. They take down one of them. Can they get Arme as well? They can. Topson in with the rotation. Gets the connection with the Remnant. Makes a quick kill. Gets himself straight back to the mid lane. Believes the Whisper and Theolacor should be able to finish off FY between the two of them.
They should.
And slowly but surely another chain coming in. Whisper whirling death. They get the job done. The dive is a success. And XG sort of the backup to help with that, but they couldn't deal there with the aggression from LGD. And big kill already 6 minutes in. LGD up a 2K gold lead.
Love the rotation from Topson too, right? He's like, oh man, we're actually able to dive like this. We're gonna just bring even more numbers if they're gonna try to. Nothing to say. Doesn't look like he wants to respond. And now, Wisdom.
Oh, they might be able to contest this.
Uh-oh.
یوما رفت سمت ویزون.
Bears inside. They gotta bring more on XG.
Yeah, then you back up. Get the pit down onto the
ویکسنووا هم رفت کمک اکسیستس. فکر کنم بکشن این دوندروید رو زدن. نه علکی بردنش.
FY takes him out.
They brought the numbers.
They'll make sure that LGD do not stop XG from getting the wisdom. But King Jungles still going to try his best.
باز برگشت. چقدر کرمه این اکسیستس. ستایی اگه بتونه ستایی اگه میتونست یک کنه.
Really well played from XXS, just bodying there. KJ just accepted his death, right? He's respawning instantly anyway. He's got the Ceaseless Dirge, so just wanted to get a little extra damage, push them away again. Good response, but still seeing, right? LGD with that laning prowess, looking very strong. 800 difference between Topson and nothing to say at the moment. Nothing to say, being kept a bit low.
He's kind of low.
He's playing it dangerous.
That is, oh my goodness, living on the edge there.
داشته خطرناک بازی می‌کرده ناتینگ تو
to jump out towards the end.
تابسان می‌کشتش.
He's trying to get the rune. He's got the rune.
I mean, that's a coil well used there indeed. Anytime taking away these early power runes away from Topson's Void Spirit, it's worth.
That was very heads up. Yeah. Spotted the bottom rune, gets the coil there. Topson can't actually make the move to go for it.
See what they can go for LGD. Whisper and King Jungles. Okay, just smoking it. Bolus with clear the Ancients. King Jungles going to try and use the smoke to also connect over towards Topson. Getting a bit of pressure. Nothing to say.
No.
He will be far. Creep wave and get back. Out of regen here, Topson.
He is going for the Vessel.
Yeah, I mean, the Vessel rush is just super strong.
Yep.
I can't
I think he just does want it. It is good versus the Underlord in the tree as well, too, right? Just being able to have that extra damage. And overall, yeah, just the hero still does want to build it in some of these games, so.
And they're going to be looking for action.
They are
going to be getting charges.
LGD is going to be playing quite a bit more aggressive, I would say. XG, they probably want to play more passive style of farming. Sure, they can react with the global potential of the Fiend's Gate when he's got it, but XXS is super slowed down. You know, we were commenting on how he was doing okay in bottom to contest the Wisdom. Whisper is level 9, XXS is level 5.
I mean, yeah, the fact
that's 4 levels awfully difference. I think that's the first time I've seen that.
Yeah, there's definitely some struggles there.
آفلین اونور تیمبر 9 از همه بالاتره. آفلین اونور پیتلورد 6 تازه 6 شد.
And Underlord, he can farm stacks in a way, but nothing like a Timber saw, right? So Timber on top of having this good this start, he's got the stacks to go back to
خوبی زده بود. توتمین براش.
Even though it's a first pick
دیدم گرفته نمورده.
Pretty solid Timber game.
One of Whisper's best as well.
Yeah. Probably his best right
at the moment, yeah. I would agree.
That's why.
Topson can get the grab. This should be a kill. It's okay, stolen. Jump away. Save him.
Stops the TP from the bear. That's annoying. Looks like they're trying to hang on to their mid tower as much as possible here. Bringing 3 heroes. Fiend's Gate is ready too, so they can look for the fight if they overextend too hard, but LGD is also bringing quite a lot here. Bringing Whisper for a second. Looks like they'll stop. Hard to just full commit for the tower. There's a lot of deep push on the side of XG. Fateful plus the puck orb. Yeah, one of the slower games for XXS, and I do like to say always for XG, he's one of their main guys. He almost always has a pretty stable game, so it's definitely important for LGD that they've shut him down this hard at the start.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense, right? Imagine if you're going against XG, that's not a bad...
نه دارم رو اتوما رو نگ
approach, right, to sort of say, we are going to...
هیچی بیا تو رو جان داداش
Comes running at him. Yeah. He's going to have to try and keep the bear off him, keep the Timbersaw off him, keep this Void Spirit off him. And the team around him, they've got a lot of work cut out for themselves, and they don't have the biggest saves.
Exactly. Yeah, I was about to say the same
like,
thing.
here you go, have
they
a living armor,
and that's
the
about
best.
it.
Yeah.
FY. Can't get away. And overall for the Lina too, most of the time, well not most, but a lot of times when I've seen the Lina carry have a lot of success, there's a good amount of like magic and all that. There's a lot of physical and pure damage that can bypass through it too.
Gonna try for Whisper.
Bringing everybody.
Coil, Laguna Blade, a Fiend's Gate, everything to bring down the Timber. They will succeed. Takes a lot though.
هرچی تونستن زدن که فقط
Whisper رو بکشن. Nothing to say, relatively low on mana, but does have one charges and an orb. Maybe can play after the orb use, but nothing to say, he's not sticking around. Okay. Not taking any chances.
Vessel done. Time to accelerate even more. Can look for FY again.
Boy, Turkey.
They managed to catch out FY around this mid area.
And for LGD overall, right, they're the ones setting tempo. So this just means Lone Druid is completely free, which is usually not something you want to see. A lot of the games that I've seen when teams have done very good versus Lone Druid, they've killed him once or twice in the laning phase, maybe even a third time. They're always the ones hunting him. That's not the case this game. It's a lot harder, I would say, for XG to really look for him until Tree can start getting down here, get some vision to stalk him so they can use the global. LGD playing fast. Power time. Can look to start the siege. They want Ame.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Good timing for him to get away. Xnova shows for a second here. They've got a dust.
پیداش کردن داست رو کشید دابسان کشتنش تقریبا تمام
Stiller also already picked up for Theo, so they're always going to have the vision to catch this tree. And the buildings. This is going to be an important thing too, right? For XG, hitting these towers, not the easiest for them.
وای یعنی میخوای بگی F شد F که نه که دروغه دیگه
And a pretty good advantage of taking over the map as well too, with getting these easier pushes in comparison. XG is more just a farming lineup.
So the moment, XXS and nothing to say aren't getting too much with that farming.
Dobson اینجا رفتی داره پیدا کرد.
He is everywhere. Up and down the map, constantly putting on the pressure. Living armor will
اومدن فرار کن.
TPs are coming in. This time XG wants to punish Dobson. Got to jump away with Simon. The step actually gets out of the range. The overgrowth, they don't
گرفت شیشه ترنتو.
He's going to have another step in a few seconds. The Fiend's Gate coming in as well. They really want to kill him. They'll get the silence onto him. The pit is there. They finally get him.
It takes a long time.
این تیم می اومد 2 تا بیت کسر کرده شما. شیشه ترنت هم گرفت. البته که اونها یکی رو برس هم کشتن.
Dobson, end of the day, he'll say space created.
It took them 20-30 seconds to chase kill him. They didn't have the coil at the ready the whole time.
یه خطم کشید بالا. آمه حسابش خرابه.
It's the big kill. Got, of course, a very fast timing on the Mjolnir.
He did.
Managing to beat that, in fact, of Yuma's timing on the other side of the map. Only just Yuma has now also got his. Fast timing there, but does get taken out.
He'll farm fast, but he is super squishy.
He's very
vulnerable, and they have multiple ways to get on top of him, as we're indicating.
A very scary lineup that can run at him. And LGD so far, they've been doing exactly that, up and down the map.
And towers, right? This is the timing that they can go for it. Where for XG, they can't really hit these buildings in the same manner. Hard for them to hold on to this one. Without the Underlord here, this tower likely just going to go down.
much easier for Yuma to turn up with his Mjolnir as opposed to Arme with his. There's the Lina on the other side.
یوما تاور خاره.
Now ready to continue the hunt.
تابسان یه داست باحال دیگه جان داداش.
LGD are not aware of his position.
فقط داره پوزیشن ها رو نشون میده ایکس نووا. ایکس داره فارم میکنه با 6 میاد.
Wants to get that little extra farm. It's going to delay his Aghanims, but strong to be able to throw onto the puck as well too. You firestorm the puck when he's jumping in. Can actually do a lot more damage to get some extra kills. KJ's just going full heal build. Locket, max soul rip, not something we see every game on the Undyings. We do see max decay occasionally as well too. So this is interesting. We also do see like the blink save builds with the shards, so this is a different approach that we're seeing from him.
XG. Get to make a move here with the Dream Coil.
It's on the Undying. I mean, he'll die, but committing a coil does mean now that Topson has some liberty.
خیلی هیرو خوبی آنداینگ تو اینترنشنال میمیره دوباره زنده میشه یه بار. خیلی خوبه، فوق‌العاده است.
Instant respawn, so.
Yeah, especially with the fact that on top of having no coil, Topson has got an illusion rune in the bottle, so the little other catch that they did have has got an answer right now.
And Whisper continues to just be at the top, almost level 16. He's got the blink now finished up for even more catch into the back lines. He is a problem. They see Ame. As soon as they saw him, the second he went under that ward.
They did it before, they're ready to do it again. X-Nova's trying to be in position to block these sort of plays. But tell you what, with that,
no way.
They avoid
exactly
where X-Nova was trying to
دارن میرن دنبال عامه. ایکس نووا ندیدشون. وای ایکس نووا ندیدشون. ایکس تازه دیدشون. ایکس نووا 6 تیمبر رو میزنه با پودکار کامل داره. بیان طرف آمه همه رو میزنه. زد اونم مرد. تابسان هم پیدا کرد. 6 نداره فقط اتک. تمام تابسان هم نزدیک مردن و شاهان ساور چی داشت. دگر هوک دنبالشه تقریبا مرده. اگه تیمش نیاد داره ناتینگ تو سی باید بک بکنه. اونم مرده وگرنه تنت تو از 6 نره بگیرش. ولی همه اومدن واسه تابسان. یوما هم حتی اومد ولی تنها کسی که کینگ جانگلز نمیمد چون میدونست تابسان نمیره. یعنی میگم که عمه رو ول کنن اینا رو منهدم میکنه. عمه رو ول کنن تیم کنارش بشه اینا رو جرقه میندازه. لینا هیروی کسچریه.
But I guess that's the thing, right? It was not only X-Nova that was ready for that sort of play with his position, it was the whole team, right? They were like, they are going to make this move onto Arme. We all have to be ready to save him.
Saving Private Arme. Definitely going to be the name of the game.
Another sort of good defensive response like that, and they'll have pretty much taken away that entire network fleet that LGDs have for the majority of this game so far.
And now Ame can turn up with the team. Now he's not just a farming on the sidelines or anything like that. He can start fighting with this team for sure and start looking for these objectives as well soon. It's gonna, I mean, it's pretty perfect timing that they get Ags now on the Underlord, they get the BKB for the Lina. You're at 20 minutes. It's time for these Roches, time for these Torms, and they are at the ready to fight against it. LGD is still very big, right? They do have that 3-core lineup that is incredibly strong, but now this Lina a lot harder to deal with the BKB.
BKB timing super strong this game.
Yep. Not the most damage that goes straight through it, right? It's a lone druid, pretty much.
Yeah, outside of that, he's able to BKB and run away.
Yeah. Sure, if Topson can close on top of him as well too. All right, game has changed though. The Ags is now done for Yuma in a pretty fast timing.
Because that's the thing as well. He is going to get BKB off every fight. There's no instant catch, right? It's what Bushwhack and a Remnant. Neither of those, you know, they're both relatively telegraphed. You're going to be able to pop BKB.
Yeah, until the bear has Shadow Blade, and then he's doing the thing where he gets you behind with Savage Roar, blah blah blah, right? But that's still some time until he has to worry about that. He should
Shadow Blade بگیره که بتونه تو فایت لینا رو بگیره. اینقدر داره بازی قشنگ میشه یواش یواش.
Tricky moves that both teams are working around here. Vessel, also for FY now. Really like this game versus the Lone and versus the Timber, versus the Soul Rip that we see. The Undying going for the max.
Good moves here, you know, just sort of bringing Ame now over to LGD's side of the map. They know that it's time to get Ame involved.
Whisper.
اینور بیشتر اومد XSS بگیره. همه اومدن.
A lot of damage with the Vessel.
تقریبا مرده.
Up and yeah, Whisper's gone. Same time Ame's
اونورم اومد دنبال کرده خرسه اوما رو.
They use the overgrowth into the light strike array to lock down the bear, get that extra bit of money coming in for Ame.
Big money. LGD starting to hemorrhage some big kills. XG starting to get crazy momentum and set up, right? They're set up for the Tormentor. Can look to go for that here.
Yeah, all really started to fall back in their favor after they made that play to keep Ame safe. He gets this BKB timing straight away, taking the tier 1 mid, and making aggressive moves in the mid lane, whilst they're also making that play down bottom. Things starting to really come together now for XG.
Radiant's
Thompson might get gone on here.
They can land the light strike.
Oh,
a little off.
That was quite off there from Ame. I mean, it happens.
Can't hit them all.
Yeah.
Yep.
LGD setting up. They do have Undying, so they can just force this Roche. And no Feedscape. XG did use it earlier. They can't contest this, it looks like. They're trying to make their way over. It's dying very
They're
fast.
going to try. At least the temptation's there going to be for nothing to say to jump in.
Oh. نزدیک بود. نزدیک بود. بس فایت کنن. عقب بکشن.
See how much more they can get. They take the Aegis out of the hands of Thompson. Can they go for round 2? Ame sort of stuck in the pit. They'll get the root onto Thompson. Ame pots me.
Ame
turns with the other core. He's going to opt to TP out. Ame knows that this fight is no longer theirs. Will BKB TP away. They don't stop the Roche, but they do get 2 kills.
Nothing to say. اینجا دنبال کردن.
They do end up losing the puck on top of that, but they do immediately take
فایت
the
برابری
Aegis
بود.
away from Thompson.
It's pretty good, right? They got 2 kills, they got the Aegis, they're going to slow down the momentum that LGD might have gained if they didn't make that move, so I like it. BKB used from Ame, able to fight, get a couple kills, pickups too, so why not?
I'm making the correct call there to leave the fight when he did, right?
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't overstay his welcome, knows to get out of there during those remaining seconds of the BKB.
Yeah, if he stayed any longer, he was definitely going to die there. Good connection. The coil lands on almost everybody. They get a huge pit onto everybody as well, too, in the Firestorm, too. So people were burning down very quickly here. But losing nothing to say. Does hurt a bit, because he is struggling. But it is all about Ame, right? So. Numa.
Can these 2 kill the bear? Or not yet?
Don't want to risk it. I don't think they see
نمیخوان
it.
ریسک بکنن.
Just go for like a random bear kill and get turned on when there's no BKB for Ame. What's Thompson going for here? Okay, he's going to go for the BKB. Feels like he needs that. He really does need it, right? When you're playing versus the pit, it's just so much to control you. Now they'll go for it, but they can walk away.
Just a bit too much at the moment. Need that extra damage item on Ame before they can really take down the bear consistently.
Might go for it again here.
الان باز خرسو میگیره.
Round 2 at half HP would do it, but Numa's playing
بگیره
safe
به
with the
گاه
bear.
میره. نباید خرسو بگیرن.
For nothing to say. Standard build, not deviating.
ایما باید فقط فارم کنه. یوتا رو دیروز این مینه بازی فول بود با خرس.
It's always just Blink, Witchblade, Aeon.
I mean, absolutely, as we said, well, this is a pretty dream game for him in the sense that they just don't have cash.
Yeah, and he's not going Aghanims on Void Spirit either, too, right? So won't have the extra silence to be able to bring him down. You know, he has died a couple times.
Yeah, we'll see if it goes through after the BKB. I imagine that is likely, or do you think there's other items at that point you're considering then?
Probably other ones he's considering with the way that he's gone already.
Bigger?
Yeah, I
you
think
go straight up for a Hex or an Octarine player on the cooldowns.
It depends on how he wants to play for like the right clicks, right? Does he want to? I've seen some people go like these Witchblades and all that. I'm not the biggest fan of it. I prefer the Octarines. Very close game though, 11-12.
خیلی نزدیکه باز.
Exactly what to say from these two teams.
Just that sort of difference though, where XG's side is resting pretty heavily on Ame's shoulders.
It is.
Still XXS and nothing to say. Pretty far behind on farm.
They've just got that bit of an edge overall if they have the team, like the 5 heroes as team fight. When you look at XG's, their team fight's just a bit better overall. LGD ideally want to get a catch beforehand.
And this time they'll get the bear.
Got to resummon. Getting quite a bit of gold though for Ame. Is that the BKB done? It is. So Topson now has a lot more liberty to pick and choose his targets inside of these team fights as well. He's only died the once.
And that was just off that pretty aggressive dive that he tried from the tier 1 bottom, where just happened in a moment where there was no real way for the team to connect to him, and was of course that moment where the team did kill Ame. So,
it's true.
You know, that one death that Topson had allowed them to get the one kill against Ame.
Tormy time. FY.
It's going to be close.
I mean,
he's living on the edge. The 2 supports.
Can they do this? It's Okay.
My goodness.
That was
they
dangerous.
Job for FY.
That was so dangerous. I guess they had a good read of where LGD was, but yeah, that's pretty crazy to do with 3 heroes.
Slowed down a
اگه
little bit.
میرفت LGD زهرمارشون میشد.
They didn't get to do anything with it because they lost the Aegis immediately. So I think XG is realizing that
چیه XG اگه
LGD
میرفت اونجا
themselves have also slowed down just to try and get that next step of items online.
And maybe he is anticipating like a Hex or something to come out from the Void Spirit, like you were saying. I saw the Lincolns queued up from Nothing to Say, so maybe he's thinking similar vein as us. Like, he's just switching like crazy. Okay, he's just showed like 4 different items, but
yeah, Topson queuing up the Ags.
He's gonna go. Okay.
As you said, there are a lot of merits to the Ags this game. They need that sort of silence to be disruptive against the puck.
I like it versus supports too, to be honest, right? The Rubik and the tree can be tripped up a lot from it.
There's the Shadow Blade done for Yuma, so getting closer and closer to being able to make these sneaky, aggressive plays with the bear.
They are kept under vision here, though. Nice ward there from XG, scouting quite a lot of LGD's movements. Okay, it's taken away. Gem now picked up LGD. I think this is getting to these timings where LGD wants to probably do a bit more. They're still very strong. Sure, as we're saying, XG's team fight is strong, but they can just like wrap around with the bear and get all this extra information and maybe just snipe a hero.
Ame's pretty massive. If he can get the Satanic Daedalus done, you know, this will be the Lina of that you come to be fearful of. And one of the reasons why we see Lina be quite a hot pick right now.
How fast he kills the bear too. He did get the serrated Shiv, so very fortunate. It's a lot of extra damage versus the bear.
Aghanim is very close to being done for Topson. It's 1,200 gold for the point booster, and he'll have it.
I didn't think that this was this type of series. I thought this game was going to be a bit more action-packed, I'll be honest. Both teams pretty content with just playing that farm game.
They're keeping it very close. LGD with that little bit of an advantage overall.
Topson.
He's going to get found, but he's got BKB, of course.
Just got to watch out for X-Nova. He gets caught.
They've got the overgrowth. TP out ain't gonna cut it even with the BKB when X-Nova's around.
I was a bit surprised that he goes for it like that. They're rather like dissimulating, making them force a little bit more. Just does get caught. That's a painful death.